Should be good. Yep, we good. We in there. Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. And, as you can see from the title, it says 2nd Esdras 15 is about to be in full effect. And we just want to go through, some current events that's happening, which is proof that, hey, man, all hell's getting ready to break loose out here. So if you're paying attention to what's going on, you can actually see that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is getting ready to smite this place with plagues, man. America's finished. There's no coming back for this place. All the things that are happening right now is getting ready to come to a head, man. And it's going to be the worst situation that has ever been in the history of the world. What you got going on? You got the supply chain breaking down. Hyperinflation is hitting right now. These cities are getting ready to fire. All their emergency services, and all these things are going to happen at the same time, which that's basically what 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, is talking about, man. Famine, sedition among men as well, that's going to come into effect because these policies, all right, that these different politicians are putting in place is causing all these things to happen. They'll try to blame it on the health crisis, but really it's their response to said health crisis. Nobody told them to shut the economy down. Yeah. Nobody told them to turn the boats away because somebody, tested positive for the, the COOF. This is all orchestrated, man. Okay. And really it's all orchestrated by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. He's the one that's bringing this place down, man. Okay. Because judgment is written in the scriptures for Babylon the Great, which is America. So we're going to go through, some articles and some news clips, and then we're going to tie it in to the scriptures. All right. So you can go to that first one, Baba Kusha. Yeah, shalom to, all you viewers, Yeah, Khan. So this is from Axios.com, which this is, a few months old. The things that are happening now is more dire than this. Okay, so it says scores of police officers are refusing the venom. And now it's playing out. Okay, when this article came out, it was just what could happen, or how many police officers could quit or be fired. Okay, she could just jump down to the point where it's going into. Yeah, I believe like right there, a little bit up. Yeah, driving the news.
Okay. Driving the news, Denver's top public safety leader said last week he'll discipline police officers.
So I can actually, you can read up a little bit more.
Okay.
So I'm reading it now.
Let me know.
Okay, yeah, you can just start from the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Significant numbers of police officers across the country are refusing the COOF, the venom, ignoring mandates and leaning on their unions to back them up.
Yeah, so these different, cities, counties, states, they have implemented mandatory venom. And if you don't take it, what's going to happen? You're going to get fired. Okay, so now we're at the point to where these mandates are going into effect, and you got these, officers, they're going to get laid off, which we all already know what that means. Okay. The crime is going to go up. That's just a consequence, man. Okay, and these city leaders, they don't care. The state leaders, they don't care, man. Okay, because this is all orchestrated. Keep going.
It says why it matters. The Fraternal Order of the Police, a national police union that represents 356,000 officers, estimates that more than 500 officers have died from the COOF since the pandemic began. The union and other police groups did not know of any statistics around how many believed to have contracted the venom on the job, or the COOF on the job, or how many may have spread the virus.
Yeah, because they don't keep that information. which we already know that this is all a hoax.
God.
You know, this is all fabricated. Okay.
The big picture. Cases have surged nationwide thanks to the Delta variant. Police are a major, omnipresent labor force tasked with protecting and interacting with the public. Like healthcare workers, teachers, and military, police officers' C-19 status would have ripple effects. Driving the news. Denver top public safety leader said last week he'll discipline police officers and sheriff deputies who ignore a mandate to get vaccinated.
Yeah, what's the discipline that's going to come down? They're going to get fired. You know? Keep going.
A Denver Police Protective Association survey found 57% of its members aren't vaccinated.
That's more than half the force, man. That's more than half. So if you discipline that number, you're going to have less staff on hand, which means what? If there's less officers, that means these criminals out here going to run wild. Another thing that's going to happen is that people that weren't committing crimes, you know, they're going to start committing crimes now because they can get away with it, you know? And that's been happening in these different cities that have defunded the police. The crime rate is going up. They decriminalized criminality. Okay, San Francisco is an example of that. Crime is through the roof. You know, retail theft is through the roof because that city does not prosecute people that go into businesses and steal stuff. You know, it's a certain limit. Right. If you go over that $900, you know, then they're gonna charge you. If you steal less than that, you're good. You know. Now you can have these different laws in place, but if you don't have law enforcement to enforce the laws don't matter. Which that's all spoken about in the scriptures. Okay, keep going.
A 10th employee of the Los Angeles Police Department died last week from complications of C-19.
And they're not going to tell you, you know, whether, you know, what his venom status was.
As the department saw 36 more cases, the Los Angeles Times reported half of the department remains unvaccinated. The San Francisco Deputy Sheriff's Association promised that deputies would quit en masse or seek early retirement over San Francisco Mayor London Breed's new vaccine mandate.
Yeah, see, and this is one thing that's not getting past the people, man. They're not going to blame the police department. They're not going to blame these different businesses for shutting down. The blame is going to go on the actual politician that's instituting these things, man. Okay.
It says for officers, the group says 160 out of 700 deputies are not vaccinated due to religious or other beliefs.
And that's a huge portion, man. Okay, 160. And then another thing that's going to do these mandates, that's going to scare away new officers from getting on board because they don't want to get it. You know? So you can see what's happening, man. All right? You can see how all the pieces are going to fall into place to bring about the prophecies that Yahweh Shai has spoken. And this is a nationwide thing, man. It just ain't going on out here in the Bay Area. Okay, we just read about Denver. You know, this is San Francisco. It's happening in LA. It's happening in New York. Okay.
In Michigan's Van Buren Township, west of Detroit, Adam Bird, president of the local police and dispatchers union, recently said perhaps one of the 5 of the township's police and fire officials might quit.
Yeah, 1 in 5. That's a lot, man. 1 in 5, not just the police officers, but the fire department as well. This is a city wide mandate. All city workers are required to get this. Okay, that includes the fire department and the police officers. Which the fire department, that's the first responders. If something happens, you know, some kind of attack happens, you get injured. The first people that's going to show up is the fire department. The main type of calls that the fire department takes are health related. Right, yeah. They don't really put out that many fires, man. If you look up the statistics, you know, and every time you see somebody get hurt, the fire truck is there because they're the first responders. Their main job, you know, or the main thing that they do is act as emergency medical technicians, man. Okay, now if those jobs are gone, who gonna show up to you know where people getting hurt at?
Nobody gonna show up.
Somebody's gonna get stabbed. The cops ain't gonna show up because they're low on police officers, and ain't nobody gonna help that person, to stabilize and to take them to the hospital, man. Okay, so the perfect storm is brewing.
It says 1 in 5 of the township's police and fire officers might quit as a result of the vaccine mandate.
Mm-hmm.
New York Mayor Bill de Blasio announced that by September 13th, every single city employee will be expected to be either vaccinated or tested weekly.
Mm-hmm.
This means everybody. This means the NYPD. He promised consequences and to be very tough if a city government employee does not wear a mask and they are unvaccinated.
You see? So that hammer is coming down.
The intrigue, the Fraternal Order of the Police has said that the science is clear about the safety of the C-19 vaccines and recommends its members get vaccinated.
Yeah, but you can,
But we're done with all that?
Okay. Yeah, the point has pretty much been made.
Okay, cool. Okay, you want me to go to the next one?
Barbasha. Yeah, man, so you see what's going on. Okay. These, cities are mandating the jab. They're mandating the venom. Okay. And a lot of people are bucking up against it. These different police officers, fire department, workers, others, city personnel, So if these, services are done away with, or if they're lacking, it's going to cause all hell to break loose, man.
Okay, cool. This is from dailymail.co.uk. Okay, this is the ad blocker. Let me see something. Might be able to.
It's like we're just having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, just one moment, you can get the ad blocker. Let me. I'll share it again.
Oh, I don't think you can do it.
Okay.
In incognito.
Okay, yeah, let me do that. I'll just go to the next one.
Yeah. Well, I'll pull it up on the phone.
Okay.
It's like you won't be able to see this article, but I'll read the headline. If you want to look it up, you can look it up. So this is from the dailymail.co.uk. It says Seattle Police Department prepares to fire up to 40% of its cops if they fail to get venomed, in line with mayor's strict mandate by October 18th, which is only a few days away. Okay, and we're going to show you what's going on out there in Seattle, man. Seattle's a hellhole. Okay, it's already bad up there, man. Them firing, almost half of the police force is going to make it worse.
Yeah. Order out of chaos. This is what the elites. It's all planned. It's a plan. It's basically a planned demolition of the American society, well, all global societies, to bring in this fourth industrial revolution or the Great Reset, where they're going to reset everything and have automation going. Most of you people are supposed to be dead. A lot of things are happening right now. We going into it. Everything's happening right now. Basically, second Esdras 15, which goes into, we're gonna get into that. It goes into everything.
So it says Seattle Police Department prepares to fire up to 40% of its cops if they fail to get venomed, in line with mayor's strict mandate by October 18th, despite already suffering staffing lows not seen since the 1980s. Okay, so it's already bad up there, man. And this mayor is taking steps, or implementing policies that's going to make it worse. Okay, and the people see it. So says Seattle's police department is preparing to fire up to 400 officers who have not yet had their venom, in line with the city's strict vaccine venom mandate, despite already suffering staff shortages, rising crime rates, and high 911 response times.
So it's pretty much hell out there already. Already, how much more? It's you putting more pressure, on the scale that it can't hold. It's about to break. It's literally about to break.
It's breaking.
It's literally breaking. It's actually breaking. The dam is breaking. It's cracks in the dam. It's literally breaking. It's about to just burst out, man.
So says the Seattle Police Department has an October 18th deadline for all sworn personnel to turn in proof of venom or risk losing their jobs. So there ain't no compromisation. You can't have no exemption. Ain't no testing option. You either get it or you leave. And the people that's really going to suffer is not the cops, it's the citizens of Seattle.
Right.
That's
going to embolden these criminals. Because it's just going to be like, well, I can literally get away with it. No, nothing's going to happen to me.
The course of their action shall stand in their power.
Yeah.
As of Friday, 292 officers have yet to turn in proof of venom, or 27% of the department's 1,080 deployable police officers. Another 111 officers, 10% of the deployable officers, are waiting on exemption requests to be approved.
And they might not get that exemption.
If all 403 officers are let go on October 18th, the police force will lose 37% of its officers, a crippling blow for an already under-resourced department. Police Chief Adrian Diaz has already warned officers to prepare for a Stage 3 mobilization from October 13th, an emergency plan which would put all remaining officers on standby to respond to 911 calls. The Seattle Police Department looks over a population of more than 724,000 people. Staffing at the department is already at lows not seen since the 1980s. In July, it was revealed that the department had already lost at least 280 officers since the start of 2020 due to what they called an anti-police climate in the city amid Black Lives Matter protests and calls to defund the police. So they implemented that. When all those protests was going on out there in Seattle, they took over a certain region, few blocks. I forget the name of it. You could probably look it up and find it, but it was an autonomous zone out there in Seattle. Which the cops, they got orders to stand down, don't do anything about it. And a lot of cops quit over that, man, because they wasn't allowed to do their job. So they already suffering staff shortages. Now here comes another blow from the government. Okay, you got to get the venom, or if you don't, you're gonna lose your job. It says Seattle Mayor Jenny Durkan told city staff in an email on Monday that she values each of you and do not want to lose you as employees. So why are you implementing this mandate then? She enforced her mandate by writing, "The people that count on you the most are the ones that need you to get venomed." Right, but the people wasn't asking for this. You didn't have people rise up and protest, or we need the police officers to get venom. We need the city staff to. Nobody asked for this. Okay. And see, this is where that sedition among men is going to come in. Okay, because what people are beginning to realize is that the governments are not working for you. They ain't listening to what you got to say. It's supposed to be a government by the people, for the people. You got regular citizens that, act as mayors, governors, president. It's supposed to be regular people, but they have an agenda, all right, that they're trying to fulfill. And it ain't according to what you people want, man.
Yep. And their agenda is either you shut up, their agenda is shut up and comply. That's what you people are supposed to be doing. And if you don't want to do that, then you'll get fired from your job.
Yep.
And now you've been cut off from, having the ability to feed your family. Be able to, the ability to move freely, to go in and out of different places. They stopped that. So it's either comply or die. And this is pretty much what's going on is this beat system, pretty much putting a stamp on everything, man. Finalizing the plan.
Since it's unclear if the mayor will actually fire unvenomous personnel on October 18th, as she has been evasive regarding the answer since announcing the mandate in August. When asked in August if she would fire those employees, she responded to Fox 5 by saying, "I don't believe I will be put in that position because I believe officers will get venom."
Basically, yeah, I'm going to fire your ass. That's basically what she said. I don't want to do it, but, I don't think I'm going to do it because I think they all going to take it. See how this devil speaks, man.
It says Seattle Police Chief Adrian Diaz has advised his department to prepare to transition to stage 3 mobilization. The order puts all sworn officers, including detectives and non-uniform personnel, on standby to respond to 911 calls. So they're going to have people that ain't supposed to be on the beat out there, man. Detectives, they supposed to sit behind a desk, and try to figure out, how this crime transpired, who committed it. Go knocking on doors, look over the evidence. They're going to be out doing patrols. And you see these movies, man, for you to get bumped up to detective, that's a promotion.
Yeah.
You ain't got to do the beat no more. You ain't no regular cop, man.
They get mad. You call them just like a regular officer, and now it's detective.
They going to become beat officers, man. You got a dude that's supposed to be solving crime, it's supposed to be working cases, cold cases, other cases that have transpired. He's supposed to be working on trying to solve them. Now he got to do beat work, man. He got to walk the street. He got to drive in a patrol car looking for crime. Okay? It says the order puts all sworn officers, including detectives and non-uniform personnel, on standby. So people that ain't even, really cops like that, man. Yeah. All right? Non-uniform personnel. Now they all going to become beat cops.
Well, this is going to play into them calling the National Guard, man, and eventually just a full military, and then foreign troops, NATO troops. It's going to get that bad out of hand.
That's right.
It's just going to be all total chaos. Because these people they're already ready to go. They're ready to go wild.
Yep.
These people are ready to just commit crimes as they're already doing. But see, there's like a police force. There's they can come and grab you up. But what happens when it's not there?
Yeah.
All markers of crime going to go up, man. You're going to really see the evil in these people. Well, can I bring out a scripture real quick? The love of many waxing cold, man. This is the time that we're in. Well, we already see it, but how much more when there's no police force to stop these people's actions? The course of their actions will stand in their hand. That's going to be just tragic. Okay, this is Matthew 24. And 12, and because iniquity shall abound.
Yeah, and this is what you're going to see with the lack of cops out on the street. Iniquity is going to abound. People are going to be able to do whatever they want to do, man. You're going to see people getting robbed on the street, and ain't nothing going to happen to them, because there ain't no cops. Okay? Then the people that's getting robbed, the victims, they're going to get fed up, and they're going to start being vigilantes, man. Okay? So it's going to literally be complete chaos out here.
Yeah.
All right? Keep going.
It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
The love of many shall wax cold. So that, American spirit of the togetherness, that's going to be done away with, man. Okay, because you could literally be walking down the street and some bug out could come rob you. Yeah. So ain't going to be no hand joining in hand. Okay? Things about to get real rough out here, man. And you ain't going to be able to trust people. They'll try to set you up. Okay, those are the times that we're coming into, man. You have something else?
I wasn't going to find something. You kind of.
Just a little bit more on this. So it says the order puts all sworn officers, including detectives and non-uniform personnel, on standby to respond to 911 calls. It is usually reserved for a crisis where cops cannot maintain public order. Okay? So what's getting ready to happen in these cities, man? Public order is getting ready to disappear. You literally gonna see chaos out on these streets, man.
I found it real quick. Yeah, this is 2 Esdras 6:24. At that time shall friends fight one against another, like enemies.
Yep.
And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein, and the springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
Yeah, why are these people gonna be fighting against each other as enemies, man? Why are friends gonna be fighting each other for the lack of food? Which we gonna get into that too, man. The supply chain is completely done.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay, the price of food is going up at an astronomical rate, man, and your wages have not changed. They have not increased.
Stagnation.
Okay, so here it is. You paying more out of pocket for food, but you ain't getting no more income coming in. You know?
Well, there's certain terms that economists are using. One is inflation, hyperinflation, right? And then you got stagflation, in which prices are going up, but wages are staying stagnant. And then you also got shrinkflation, where a lot of these companies, they're shrinking the amount of goods that they're selling to you. So maybe you had like 20 cookies in a bag or in a box, you know, they'll drop it down to 15 cookies, but they'll sell it for the same price or maybe even more. So hey man, it's bad. We were just having a conversation when we was talking about different herbs. We were trying to buy different herbs, and they're out of stock.
Yep.
I go on a website. Pretty much every herb is out of stock, man. Why? Because these supply chains are breaking down. Everything that you receive, it more than likely 80% of it is coming from overseas.
That's right. Yep.
Okay, from your food to different herbs to different electronics, everything's imported. This is a consuming society. Very few products are actually made in the United States. Everything is exported. Okay, so hey, everything is breaking down. You know, none of the goods are coming in. You know, amongst all type of, and well, that's going to make people turn against each other.
Yep. Well, at that point, it becomes survival of the fittest. I don't care if my friend need to eat. First, it's about me and my family first and foremost, man. And that's going to cause even more people to turn against each other. This is your homie. You thought he had your back. You know, y'all been through so many things, thick and thin. And now he choosing his family over your bond. You know, you gonna want to retaliate, man. You gonna want to take his stuff. So let me just finish this up. It says the order puts all sworn officers, including detectives and non-uniformed personnel, on standby to respond to 911 calls. Is usually reserved for a crisis where cops cannot maintain public order. The order will go into effect on October 13th, which that was yesterday. So hey man, hey, everything's breaking down, okay, and chaos is getting ready to ensue in all these different places, man. Okay, especially on the West Coast. The West Coast is completely done. All up and down the West Coast is finished, man. The same policies are being implemented. These venom mandates, which is causing these police officers to resign. One of the sheriff in LA, he said he ain't implementing that. Because if he did, he wouldn't have any staff left. And they don't have staff to spare. So he said we ain't following that mandate, man.
Yeah, there's a shortage everywhere, not only in goods but actually human resources. A shortage in resources that maintain a city, like police officers and first responders, people in the hospital, school teachers, daycare. I mean, everywhere you go, shortage of people actually in these jobs. Going, in these restaurants, package handlers, trucking shortage. Well, they're firing a lot of truckers, man. Okay, because certain paperwork, certain stipulations, they're just firing them, letting them go, or there's a mandate because of the, these different jabs. So that's gonna stop the flow of goods. Okay.
Which equals hell for you people, man. These people really do not understand how they how they get their food and their products, man. They just think that the shelf is magically stocked. The food is always there. The goods that you like to buy, electronics, or they're just on the shelf. No, these things that you get, they come from overseas mainly. Those cargo ships, and then a truck brings them to the stores. If that supply chain gets shut off, or interrupted, then that's going to affect your life in a big way, man. That's what you see going on. We just at the beginning stages of it, man. It's going to get worse. Okay? You ain't going to see food in the grocery stores, man. Okay? These people preparing for Christmas, and the news is already telling them, look, you better do your shopping now because the stuff that you want for Christmas, it ain't going to be there. But the least of your worries is going to be buying toys for your kids, man. You're going to want food. All right.
Oh, and then there's an energy crisis.
Oh yeah.
So just think, there's an energy crisis, and this is happening everywhere too, especially out there in China, which is shutting down factories. But just think, okay, you can't heat your house anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you in those states where it gets real cold. There's like the Midwest, East Coast, even down south too. It gets cold. Not so much out here, certain places, but not so much out here. But people still gonna drop dead.
Yep.
With the heat, cold, you're not able to warm your house.
No AC.
No AC. People have not lived in like a third world country where they don't have those amenities.
Mm-hmm.
They're able to deal with that. Their body is acclimated to the cold weather. They're prepared for it, so to speak. They've been doing it for generations. You people, you just know. I just turn the heater on when it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Yep. I want to cook some food. I just turn the oven on. That's all, I need some gas in my car. You ain't really never been where you go to a gas station and it's literally no gas.
Yeah.
You go to the next gas, there's no gas.
Or the gas costs too much for you to purchase it. You gotta think about, do I buy the gas or do I put food on the table? The food is gonna be the price is gonna be astronomically high, man.
Oh man,
you're gonna take a hit regardless of what you do.
Yeah,
we're
just gonna make people turn to crime.
That's right. Yep,
stealing food. People gonna be hitting licks outside the grocery store.
So did the video of the dudes hitting up the ATMs?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They just grabbing ATM, ripping out the ATMs. Why? Because they got to get that money, man. And there's really no other way to get it. You go work at Taco Bell. You're literally, that's a slave wage. Literally.
Yeah. Yep.
You can't live off of that. Then you got to deal with all these health protocols, and then you got to get a jab.
Yeah. You don't know if the jab is what the long-term effects are, man. So hey, take a chance. I just got a quick precept. This is Isaiah 47, and I started 7. Well, I started 6. Isaiah 47 and 6. It says, "I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke." Which, see, this is the reason why these things are happening to you, man. If you Americans didn't know why the supply chain is breaking down, why the cops are getting ready to be fired at an all-time high, why crime is going up in these different cities, why inflation is hitting, it's because of what you did to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. You cannot establish a society such as this and think it's going to prosper forever, man.
Before you go, can I read this real quick? This is Zechariah 2:8. "For thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you,
Mm-hmm.
for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye."
Yeah, see, and they haven't taught you that in this society, man. The scriptures tell you that this is the place where we put to shame. You didn't recognize us as being Israelites here. You called us niggas, spicks, monkeys, wetbacks, coons. So that's what these people think when they think about so-called Negroes, right, Latinos, and Native Americans. But we're the chosen people of the Heavenly Father, man. We're the apple of the Heavenly Father's eye. The scriptures tell us, that everything that happens to the nation of Israel and the things that we do is in the foresight of the Most High's eyes. Okay? We're his main focus down here on the earth, man. And you put these people in slavery. Okay? You put all kind of hell on them. We just read, you didn't show them no mercy, man. Okay? So now we in a time where Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is judging you. You getting your comeuppance, man. All right? There's more on that?
And that was it on that.
Okay. I'll jump back to this. Verse 7, it says, "And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever." Which, lady, you're going to be a ruler. You ain't never going to be in adversity. You ain't never going to experience, heartache. You always going to be on top. Okay? And, you watch these different documentaries, especially during the 50s, man. That was a heyday of you damn Edomites. The look on them devils' faces, man, during the booming 50s, they didn't think that anything could change. They didn't have a thought in their mind that this is going to one day that our kingdom is going to fall. This is going to be a time where my kids ain't going to be able to buy a house. That wasn't on their mind, man. Okay.
Where their inward thought is that their houses shall continue. I got it right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses that their houses shall continue forever.
Yeah, their societies are always going to be around. So we ain't got to worry about, whether we're going to fall, or some enemy is going to attack us, or whether our economy is going to collapse. That's never going to happen.
Right.
My children are always going to be able to benefit from, the property that I own, the rulership that we're enjoying. Okay, keep going.
And their dwelling places to all generations.
Yes, I'm going to be able to pass this down to my kids, and their children are going to be able to pass it down, so on and so forth, man. This is always going to be in our possession. We always going to be on top, so we ain't got nothing to worry about. Okay, but now look what's happening, man. All right, we are in a time where these, cities are getting ready to lose a significant portion of their police forces, man. Okay, which is going to cause crime to skyrocket. It ain't going to get better, man. Because these mandates ain't never going to go nowhere. All right, so you ain't going to have more officers to hire because people don't want to take the venom, man. Okay, see, now if this is an actual society based upon what people wanted, these different politicians would look that they getting pushback. Okay, not everybody wants it. Let's rescind the order, but they ain't doing that, man. Okay, because there's an agenda, and the agenda is to collapse the American society, really the society of the whole earth.
Right.
Okay, and who's really doing these things, man? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Okay, keep going.
It says they call their lands after their own names.
Yeah, because they're proud, man. All right, that's the reason why America was named after Amerigo Vespucci, man. Okay, when they did that, they said our people are always going to dominate this land. So this name is never going to change. Okay, but look what's happening, man. You're falling. All right, your society is crumbling right before your eyes, man. And you still got Edomites out there that got hope.
Yeah.
We're going to get out of this. There's going to be a new economic system that's going to be established based upon gold and silver. Hey, man, look, that's not going to happen. The new economic system that's going to be established is going to be electronic. It's going to be digital. Yeah. Okay, and you're going to be a complete slave, man. All right, and then after that system is implemented, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is going to destroy this place from off the face of the earth with thermonuclear missiles, man. Okay, that's going to be the last memory of America. And for you Edomites, you're going to wake up in captivity, man, under the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That was it on that.
Okay, you got anything else?
No, that was it.
Okay, I'm going to finish this up. It says, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Yes, you didn't think nothing was going to happen to you, man. I can do whatever I want to these niggas. I can do whatever I want to these spicks. First of all, their God has rejected them. He ain't worried about what's going on with them. Okay, but you didn't understand the reason why the Most High put us in slavery. We disobeyed the Most High. We made him mad. That doesn't mean he completely forsook us. The Most High's mercy is always going to be upon the nation of Israel. All right? But you had in your mind, the Most High is done with these people. I can do whatever I want to them, man. Now they belong to me. God gave them into my hand.
You didn't read the prophecies. You didn't read the prophecies, Esau. He got proud. Mm-hmm. Well, the Lord lifted up that spirit in him. He's like, Psalms 50. Was it Psalms 50? The Lord is with me. Mm-hmm. The Lord just like me. He's with it. Look, I'm killing the Israelites. Look what I'm doing. Do witchcraft. The Lord, he's with it. He hadn't stopped it. So Esau got puffed up. But now, you low-level Edomites, you don't know what's going on. It's just like the world is crumbling down on you. Crumbling down on you, and everywhere you see that American dream. Because you're an Edomite, man, especially you, the 50s. Yeah. Your head was super high. You couldn't even you couldn't even imagine anything better. You were living the American dream. All the nations feared you. You could go to China, they'll fear you in China. A so-called black man, they'll walk on the other side of the street, man. They'll fear you. Yep. Okay. But now the tides are turning because you're going down. Mm-hmm. Now the elites, your heads are orchestrating the downfall. But see, it's a snare. It's really a snare to them because the plan is not going to work. God. The plan is crumbling as we speak right now. It's not working. Now it seems like it's working, but that's to fulfill prophecy. But this man's having all type of problems, man. Because this knowledge is getting out. God. Yeah, look at the pushback he's getting from these mandates, man. That whole witchcraft that you work, with this whole health crisis, it didn't work on everybody, man. And a lot of people are now seeing through the BS.
Okay, that this is all orchestrated, man. It ain't about a health crisis. Because if it was, why are you firing nurses? You know, why are you shortening the staff of these different hospitals? Don't they need to be there for the people that's getting sick?
Yep.
You know, why are you getting ready to fire the first responders, man? If this is all about health, because this ain't about health. Okay, this is about control, man. This is about the establishing of the New World Order, aka the Great Reset, man. Whatever you want to call it.
That's what it is.
All right, that's what's going on right now, man. He's collapsing this society. I'm gonna continue on. It says, "And thou saidest, I shall be allayed forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures."
Esau, Edom, America, which is given to pleasures, the whore. Well, these people pleasures are being taken away from them now. Now they're going crazy.
Yep.
Just 2 years ago, y'all was having a blast.
Yeah.
Y'all partying, y'all traveling. Now all of a sudden, y'all in the street riding. Y'all riding against the police, man. Because the party is done. The party is over. America is done.
That's right.
Okay.
It says, "Therefore, hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly." And that's America, man. Nobody knew that, there's going to be a health crisis, going to shut everything down. Ain't never going to happen to America. We always going to be number one, man. We always going to be on the top. We always going to be able to live free. But look what's going on, man. Your rights are being taken away from you.
Tyranny. And you can't do nothing about it. You've been a firefighter for 25 years. And you don't want to take it. You don't want to take it. Esau, he don't give a shit.
God.
You're going to take it. And now you don't even get your retirement, man. People that been in the military for how many years? They got 3 months. They got 3 months left to get their retirement, get all that, get that check. But the time is up. You gotta get it.
That's right. Yep.
What you gonna do? You want to solidify that bag? That's what Stephen A. Smith said.
Yep.
He said, I gotta solidify that bag, so I'm gonna take it.
Yep. It says that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Which that's one of the top tiers of hell that could fall upon a woman. Her husband died, or her losing her children. Any parent would tell you that it's hard for you to bury your children. Because you're supposed to die before they do. All right, but see, America had the mentality, I ain't never gonna be in adversity. Ain't nothing ever gonna happen to me. I'm not gonna experience adversity or hell. Verse 9, it says, "But these two things shall come to thee in a moment."
And it's almost like, damn, how did it happen? It got here so quick.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden, all hell is pretty much breaking loose. People are getting fired from their job. There's shortages everywhere. The supply chain is breaking down. Crime is going up. People's mental health is falling. Right? They're talking about droughts. They're talking about famines. You want to travel, you got to get jabbed up. So it's like that. It's like damn near in a moment. Just 2 years ago, everything was cool.
Yeah, it was good.
And 2020 went by super quick. And how much more 2021? We're almost done with 2021. So we're damn near almost 2 years into this so-called scamdemic. And look how fast this warp speed, these mandates came, man.
God.
Now we're coming to a point where people are actually getting fired now. People actually have to make that decision now. And now within the latter part of this year, in the beginning of next year, they're going to start jabbing up these children, man. Yep. 5 to 11. That's a great evil that's about to go down right now. Okay, so we know that a lot of judgments are coming because of that.
God.
The more the Esau pushes these measures and he does this demonic shit, the more that Yahweh Shema Shai crashes this place. So you're gonna expect crime to go up. You're gonna expect shortages everywhere, shortage of meat, shortage in water. Because you can have water, but the water you drink, tap water, that's polluted water.
Yep.
So shortage in bottled water. Well, it's a shame you gotta drink out of bottle, but that's gonna be a high price commodity. You got bottled water when this shit go down. Okay.
Amen.
And we warn the people. That's what we sent out to warn the people. Take heed.
Yeah, we warned them about the mandatory venom. They laughed at it. Oh, y'all crazy. That ain't gonna happen. Now look what's going on though. You know. It says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and widowhood, which is basically a representation of pure hell, man. That's what's happening. The supply chain is breaking down. Inflation is hitting, you know. And at the same time, while inflation is hitting and the supply chain is breaking down, the first responders are getting ready to be fired, man. Okay? When all these things meet at a head, it's a recipe for chaos, man.
Yeah.
Okay, lack of food, lack of water, lack of jobs, lack of first responders, man. So there's no. Well, we just read the article, okay, that you know, I forget what the level was. It was something 3, you know, level 3. That's a state that they go in when they cannot maintain public order, man. Okay, so all hell's getting ready to break loose. That's just on a criminal level, you know. That's just dealing with the cops out there in Seattle. Inject into that a lack of food. Inject into that a lack of water, man. How more worse is it gonna be?
Well, I got a preset.
You know,
because it goes into that. We gotta get the blue letter, the word. Already got it pulled up. Let me do Luke 21 because it goes into a lack of resources. Luke 21 and Luke 21 and. Let me start 23. But woe unto them that are with child and to them that give suck in those days. Exclamation mark. For there shall be great distress in the land and wrath upon this people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and they shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Can you read that again, Baba Shah?
Come from the top? Yep. Yeah. Verse 23. But woe unto them that are with child.
Woe unto them that are with child. Now, this is, you know, talking about during 70 AD. Okay, but you people that ain't protected by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, it's going to be worse for you if you got children, man. That's going to be another burden on you. All right? Keep going.
And to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land and wrath upon this people.
Which, like I said, was going into 70 AD. But that, you know, some of those same things are going to happen, man. Okay? The damn devil's going to come down with that great wrath. You know?
It says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and they shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Yeah, which we're in that time right now. The time of the Gentiles is being fulfilled. Okay, where their time to rule is pretty much over. That's the reason why you see these prophecies coming to pass, man. And these plagues getting ready to hit the earth. Keep going.
And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars.
And we've been seeing those things, you know, all kind of eclipses, blood moons, super moons. Those are all signs from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai that, you know, certain things are going to happen. Okay. But I believe last year there was a planetary alignment too, man.
Right. Yep.
You know, so these are all signs from the Heavenly Father that, you know, shit is getting ready to hit the fan, man. And now you see it happening. Okay.
Like Mars and Jupiter or some shit like that. Mercury, something like that. And upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves warring. I want to get that word perplexity in the blue letter because it goes into what we're talking about. Let me just get this. Yeah, verse 24. Verse 25. Okay. So this word perplexity, right? Aporia. Right? And it just says the state of one who is in perplexity. But let's go to the root, right? And here's the word for the root.
Strong's G 639. Apareo.
It says to be without resources, to be in straits, to be left wanting, to be embarrassed, to be in doubt.
Hey, you people ain't gonna know where your food is coming from, man, where your water is coming from. Oh, whether you're gonna be secure when you go outside or in your house too, because the police department is getting ready to be dissolved, man. Okay, So you're gonna be in a real confused state. You ain't gonna know what's going on because you literally trusted in this place, man. You trusted in Babylon the Great. You always thought, okay, the police department would be there. You know, oh, the supermarkets are always going to be open. Oh, the first responders are always going to be there. So if I get hurt, all I was going to do is call 911 and I'm going to be good. You know, if I call them in time, you know, and they get there quick enough, I'm going to be safe. So I ain't really got nothing to worry about. Which goes, you know, into what we was reading in Isaiah 47. You people dwell without care here, man. Okay? You really believe that nothing can happen to you. You know, that no kind of real adversity would hit America as a whole. You know, certain people go through certain situations, but there's never going to be a time where America's going to be in a messed up predicament, man. Okay? But we read about it. It's prophesied in the scriptures that these things will take place. And they're happening right now.
Not to know which way to turn.
Yeah, not to know which way to turn, man. Why? Because you don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You're going to, you know, rely on what the politicians is telling you, but they're going to tell you to go the wrong way. You know, oh, here, take the haragma.
Yep.
Come to the camps. We got food here. We got water. A lot of you people going to end up in there. You're going to go voluntarily, man. You're going to think it's a safe haven. You know, and then you're going to find out what really goes on in those camps, man. Okay?
Yep. It says to be at loss with oneself, be in doubt. Not to know how to decide or what to do, to be perplexed.
Yep. So that's what's going to happen to you, people, man.
So I'll read that again. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity.
Yep. And we just, you know, went into what that word perplexity means, man. That's what's happening right now. Okay. And it's going to get worse, man, because some people, you know, that you still able to go to the store. Some of this, you know, these stores you go to, they're, you know, pretty well stocked. You see certain things that ain't getting restocked as quickly as other things. So these people still think it's cool, man. Okay. But it's going to get worse. All right. And then you really going to feel it, man. Then you really going to start bugging the hell out. Keep going.
The sea and the waves roaring. Men's heart failing them for fear.
Yep.
And for looking after those things which are coming on the earth.
Yeah, so the things that are coming is going to scare you out of your mind, man. Okay? Because you ain't never experienced these things before. All right? And we're coming into a time, you know, like I said earlier, which is in the scriptures, we're going to enter into a time such as never been since there was a nation. Okay? It's going to get real rough out here, man. And the only way you're going to be protected is if you have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Well, see, these people don't have, man. That's why they're going to be all messed up in their mind. Okay? And what does the scripture say? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. These people ain't going to be stable out here, man. They ain't going to know what to do. Which way should I go? Should I go to the camp? Should I not go to the camp? You know? People told me not to trust the government, but I don't know what to do. You know, I'm hungry. I need food. They said they have food there. You know?
And you're not going to be able to trust your fellow neighbor.
Yep.
You see, say you know, all hell broke loose. You see a person, you're gonna be like, whoa, you know, this guy might kill me.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna have a weapon. You're gonna be in defense. So no matter where you go, you're gonna be in defense. You know, people gonna, you know, butter you up. And the next thing you know, boom, they got you. Or they in a cannibal camp or some shit. You know,
they show you that in these post-apocalyptic movies. Or the Book of Eli.
Yep.
You know that woman, she was in distress. You know. They actually, you know, got a lot of people like that. You know, get soft for the woman. She needs help. She's out here by herself. But that was a setup, man.
Yep.
You know. Now Eli, he was privy to it. You know, he had the spirit on him. He could smell, you know, that those dudes, you know, that was lying in wait. But how many people had they gotten with that scheme, man? You know, which goes back to the scripture the brother brought out earlier. Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Well, Eli, he had that wisdom and knowledge.
Yep.
Right. He had the Bible in his mind, because at the end of the movie, he was able to pretty much recite the Bible so they can write it.
Yep.
So he had the Bible in his mind. So that's how we're gonna have to be in that time.
God.
The precepts gonna have to be in your mind to know how to know how to react in a particular situation. Well, it says, how does it go? A righteous man studieth to find an answer or something like that.
Oh, we can look it up.
God. Studieth, I believe it's in Apocrypha. You know. So us, you know, putting in the study now, putting the time now, doing the videos, praying, building up our faith, it's going to transfer, to when it's game time, basically.
God.
You in the gym, you hitting the bag and stuff, you sparring, you running, you doing your miles. The fight is not, you don't have to fight. You don't know when the fight is coming, but you know that there's a fight, so you're staying ready, right? So when the coach said, okay, the fight's here, you're ready. You're not out of shape. You've been preparing for it, man. Probably like study if to find answer. I'm gonna look for it too.
Okay. Hey, you can look for it.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, hey man, but that's what's getting ready to go down. And then like in that movie, the Book of Eli, it came to a point where he's seeing a family getting pretty much murdered and robbed, man. And what did he say? Stay on the path. Don't get involved with these people, man. Okay? That's going to lead him astray from the path, man. All right? Which goes back to, what we brought out earlier. The love of many shall wax cold. Okay? It's basically what's getting ready to go down. These people are going to catch judgment. The Most High has judgment prepared for these individuals. So you're going to see a lot of situations happen where people ain't going to help people that's getting messed up. And you already see, that happen on a small scale today.
Mm-hmm.
People will be in some situation. People just bring their phones out and record.
Yep.
They ain't trying to get involved because then they could become a victim.
Yeah, I got that. This is Proverbs 15 and 28. The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
God. Yeah, your answers are going to be what move do you make in these situations that you're going to find yourselves in, which is going to come from the scriptures. You all right? You got anything else?
Nah, that's it.
Okay, I'm going to finish this up real quick and then we can get back to, the news. This is Isaiah 47:9. It says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection.
It's going to be perfect how the Lord do it too. He going to just send nothing but torments and terrors upon you people, man. Wild beasts,
mm-hmm.
You're going to have beasts come, you're going to have wild beasts. And say that, don't say we lying, because remember the lockdown, you actually had the animals come into the cities.
Yep.
You literally had animals come into the city. That was prophecy. So how much more when, all hell's breaking loose, things are just totally collapse. These wild animals going to be coming to the city, man. And the Lord has a particular order for them, and that's to rip you people apart. Amongst all the other famine that's going on, and you got to worry about your neighbor and the lack of bread, and different earthquakes and shit, and tornado, natural disasters, flooding, a total collapse in society.
It says, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments, that witchcraft that you into. It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me, thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. You people don't know where this came from.
Mm-hmm.
Why are these things happening? Why are there mandates? Why is the supply chain messed up?
Mm-hmm.
These are some of the plagues that Yahweh Shai has hit you people with, man. And it's only going to get worse. It ain't going to get better, man. There ain't going to be no bounce back. Okay, you ain't going to have a great hiring of emergency personnel, man. Oh, LAPD is going to be supplied with more officers that don't have a problem with the Cisco has more officers that don't have that ain't gonna happen, man. Okay, this is literally the beginning of the end for you.
Yeah.
It says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off.
Yeah, and when these evils come upon you, especially you Christians, you're gonna be calling on Jesus and God, and nobody's gonna appear. You're just gonna receive judgment.
Mm-hmm.
So even these false gods, you're gonna see these people just completely become demonic because their false gods are not gonna save them. Wouldn't your God save you from this thing going on? God. Right? Right? You've been praying to this God your whole life. You've been giving devoted. You're a devoted Christian your whole life, praying to Jesus every night, every morning. You go to church 3 times a week. You put 15%, 20%, you know? And when judgment is going to be coming, and those gods, those false gods are not going to save you, man. So what are you going to do? Well, that's going to make these people more inclined to take the charisma.
Yep.
They're going to say to hell with it. Because I can see this. Esau, he's going to come as a god, and he's going to bring you something physical, and he's going to give you, you know, some food. It's going to be some fake meat, but it's still going to be food. It's still going to be edible. Some Soylent Green, some Beyond, what do they call it? Beyond
meat.
Yeah, Beyond Meat.
Simpro.
But it's going to be edible. It's going to give you your nutrients.
All the amino acids and the vitamins that you need.
You got your carbs, you know, your zinc and all that, you know.
Yeah, basically Esau gonna be offering you salvation, man. That's a beautiful point that you made, because these people worship idols, so they're not gonna see salvation or see a way out through the means that they're into. So Esau, they're gonna run to him because he's gonna be providing that false salvation, man. You food, water, security, you know. I can't get it anywhere else. You know, I've been praying to my God. He's not answering me. So this dude, I got to go to him.
Remember Elam, that video that went viral? Elam was throwing away their gods and destroying their gods because they were praying to their gods, and they were still dying of the kufi.
Yep.
You know, this health crisis didn't, you know, it didn't fix. It wasn't fixed. You had these Christians, I remember they were praying in the beginning of the scandemic, you know, for this thing to end, and it's still going.
Yep.
It hasn't stopped. And this is how it's going. This is what's going on. It's just nonstop right now. Okay, the Most High just plaguing you people. Okay, and pretty much the Lord is just squeezing your ass, and He's using Esau even to do it. So when these things start to come upon you, and you really need a help from a higher power, you're not going to get help if you're not part of that number.
Yep.
So what is that? You gonna just totally give in to Satan? You fuck it. My God is not even. You know what? God is not even real.
Yep.
But Esau, he's real.
Yeah.
You know?
It says, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
So we're gonna hit another article. We did that one.
But we had to what is it? The police never came.
Which one is that?
Yeah, the Seattle mother down there at the bottom.
Okay.
God. Yes, we just went into, you know, we read that article about the Seattle police force, you know, being diminished, but they're already facing shortages, man. So this is currently what's going on up there in Seattle. You know, this video came out September 29th, so it's fairly recent. Now, just imagine it being worse than this, okay?
Only on Como, a North Seattle mother says she feels like she's on her own and trying to protect her family after she was attacked twice by the same man while grocery shopping with her young children.
The first attack happened in the parking garage of the Greenwood Fred Meyer on Saturday. Just one day later, the same woman was confronted about a mile away inside the Crown Hill Safeway entrance in North Ballard. Camo's Michelle Esteban reports she waited 20 minutes for police to respond, and when they didn't show, she took her frightened children home. Michelle?
Right quick. The police never showed up on both calls, you know? So, hey, man, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse than this. The police ain't going to show up. There's already not enough police officers to show up to this crime. Any other place, you know, the cops will show up, man. Okay, for an assault, you know? But they didn't show up. They never came. She waited for over 30 minutes, man. This is going to be worse than that. It ain't going to show up to, you know, violent crimes, man.
Well, people gonna lose faith in the whole system itself.
Yep.
The 911 is gonna stop. They're not gonna even. Oh, I'm not gonna call 911.
Yep.
They're gonna throw that out of their mind. They're gonna throw it out of their mind because they're not gonna be there. You know. So people gonna lose a total, faith in the system itself.
Yep.
The faith in the. What about the dollar? Dollar's gonna crash.
Yep.
The dollar is not even held by anything. They're gonna lose faith in the dollar. It's gonna be hyperinflation. So everything's done, man.
Yep.
It's gonna just be like this is gonna be you against the world, right?
Hey, that's what she said. She said, "I feel like I'm on my own when it comes to protecting my family." She can't rely on the cops no more because they ain't gonna show up, man. Okay. So that sentiment is going to spread amongst you people, and more you get affected by this, man.
Well, Mary, it was not the response time that she had counted on or hoped for. She says it's really forced her to speak out and also really look closely at the city policies. But the bottom line here is she says, you know, it's not too much to ask to go shopping without the fear of being attacked.
And my children are in the car and they're screaming. They don't know what's happening other than there's something scary happening. And he's hitting in the back of my car with this cart.
Chelsea Gray says 1 minute she's packing her kids and groceries in her car here inside the parking garage at the Greenwood Fred Meyer. The next, she was under attack.
I see him coming from the side, and he is ramming me with a cart.
Your body.
Yeah, ramming into me with the cart.
Other customers.
The one thing you notice too, man, she don't got no man. She's a single mom. Okay, because she got attacked at one, grocery store. Her man would have went to her with the next one to make sure she was cool. But she ain't got no man. All right. Well, hey man, you women, okay, you so-called women, you gonna be humble too. All right, because the police, they really there for you. A man to get into a certain place, if there were no cops, he's getting to the mindset, I got to protect myself. I got to carry personal protection equipment for myself, just in case somebody want to run up on me. Okay, you women, you're not strong enough to do that, especially like this with this dude right here. You ain't able to do that, so you rely on the government for that protection. Yeah, the government has replaced your man.
Yeah, you women not having a man is gonna be a reproach in that day.
Customers heard her screams and scared them off. Chelsea called 911 and waited 20 minutes, but nothing.
Okay.
Did I call you?
No.
She chalked it up to SPD's shrinking police department. The interim chief has warned budget cuts have forced SPD to prioritize calls and triggered slower response times.
They've crippled our only source of protection against what's happening.
A day later, the unthinkable.
This same guy.
But this time at the Crown Hill Safeway in North Ballard. She didn't call 911 this time. She found a phone number to file a police report. Detectives are now investigating both incidents.
You got the detective on the case, So she said, forget the 911 call. Okay, I'm going to file a police report. The detective is on the case now. But see, what's getting ready to happen is that same detective that would take cases like this, and she was somehow, find justice, he gonna be on the beat.
Yeah, it's bad.
So if you file a police report, nothing's gonna come of it, okay? Because those detectives, they're gonna be out on the beat, and it's already short-staffed, okay? See, so it's a recipe for a disaster, man. And then what's she gonna do when ain't no food on the shelf? Okay,
it's gonna be bad, man. It's gonna be bad. She gonna have to eat her kids.
She can't fight men off in the grocery store when they want, the meat that's there. Okay, when they want the food that's on the shelf, what's she gonna do? She gonna be through. Man. All right. Whew.
It's conveyed to me by the manager is that his employees are being accosted daily.
Neighbors too afraid to be identified told me off camera the same thing and pointed to this homeless camp behind the Safeway as a magnet for police calls.
So that's another thing that's getting out of control, man. The housing situation. Okay, you got a lot of homeless people. In these major cities, especially on the West Coast, I know you got some problem out there in New York City as well with the homeless, which that's another thing that's going to be even more exacerbated when these rent moratoriums fall, man. Okay, when these people actually have to pay their rent, their back rent, okay, they're going to get evicted, man, which is going to cause more people to be out on the street, which is going to cause more crime to go up, okay? And there's no police officers to stop it, so it's just, hey, man, all-out chaos is going to be out here, okay?
But they, too, call and wait. 5 minutes after we first arrived at the store, my photographer verbally harassed. What did you say to our senators?
Defund the police was not the right move. We need our police.
The cops.
Now, President, the owner told me tonight she has done everything the city has asked to make this motel safer. But neighbors, they say the trash, the drug dealing, the harassment is as bad or maybe even worse than ever. And something needs to change. New ownership at the Smoky Point Motor Inn in Arlington hasn't made the neighborhood any better for Kim Winfrey, who owns the Pottery Nook across the street.
There's a lot of drug activity, is what I see.
Anthony Sanchez takes his son to train at a nearby martial arts studio and says they always have to be careful.
There's just a lot of people that seem to be on drugs. They walk around here, they harass people occasionally.
In a court filing, Arlington police say they have responded to the motel 253 times this year through August, much of it for narcotics use or sales. It's been a pattern over the years with 332 incidents in 2020, 373 incidents the year before that, and 335 incidents in 2018. Businesses next to the motel say it's been a burden on their customers.
For our patients, they don't feel safe coming here sometimes. As a business owner, it's a little bit of a hazard.
Angela Yoon managed the motel for the previous owner before buying it outright. City officials say they've worked with Yoon on a series of safety changes, but the crime continues, something Yoon denies.
They did all these things.
Yeah, only that did.
Now, the city is taking legal action to try and shut down the motel for up to a year and end the ongoing lawlessness.
We look forward to the city coming in and maybe doing something to clean that up.
It's pretty
The new statewide.
It was the law stop because there's no enforce the law, man. All right. So, hey, man, as you can see, things are getting worse. Okay, and as each day passes, it gets worse and worse, man. How much more worse is it gonna get when there's no cops out there? Okay, that detective that she filed a police report, for, he ain't gonna be able to respond to that police report because he's gonna be on the beat. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next article. So these vaccine venom mandates at the bottom. Yep.
Yeah, this is from RollingStone.com. It says, will a city mandate cause thousands of unvaccinated LA cops to walk off the job? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and it's going to happen, man. Okay, the same thing that's going to happen in Seattle, that's getting ready to happen in San Francisco, it's going to happen in LA. All right, we just read that, other article that said it was going to happen in this town that's east of, that's in the Detroit area. Okay, the same thing is going to happen in New York, man. You got certain people that's against this thing. They don't want it. Okay, and if it causes them to lose, their job, so be it. Okay, what's more important, your health or, the job that you have? Okay, but you can't work if you ain't here.
It says an October 20th deadline looms and nearly 40% have still not gotten a job.
That's only 6 days away. And the funny thing about it, these deadlines, they're pretty much all around the same time, man. Okay, so everything is, going to happen in succession. At the same time, these different cities are going to be going crazy.
That dark winter.
Mm-hmm.
The first Los Angeles Police Department officers flouted rules requiring them to mask up in public. Now thousands are refusing to take the mandated C-19 venom, with the October 20th deadline looming to get the job or lose their jobs. Cops in LA are going to extreme lengths to justify their intransience. If I pronounce that right. From claiming dubious medical and religious exemptions to filing lawsuits in federal court claiming that forced injections violates their constitutional rights or is inferior to natural immunity.
But you can't even really speak about that on YouTube. If you talk about that, they'll take your video down, man. What's the thing that this man is portraying is that he's literally said that throughout this whole, health crisis. The only way for you to, overcome is to get venomed. Nothing else works. Yeah. Okay.
Nearly 40% of LAPD officers have not gotten a shot.
So that's almost half. Keep going.
According to the department, we are almost at a standstill, says William Briggs, president of the Los Angeles Police Commission, the city civilian oversight board. Officers are refusing to be vaccinated. They are taking a hard line.
Which means they flat out refusing to do it. Okay, which means what? Eventually they're gonna be let go, which is gonna be a detriment to the city of LA.
Yep. It says the Los Angeles Police Department is the nation's third largest, and C-19 has spread widely among the force since the start of the scandemic. More than 1 in 4 cops have contracted the virus. 2,586 out of 9,482 sworn officers through October 4th, per data provided by the LA to Rolling Stone.
Yeah, which we know that this is all, a farce, man. Okay, if you look up, those tests, you would know that you can't really use those things, So all these numbers, they're conflated, man. All right, and they're just using that to push the agenda. We know what the agenda is.
Yep, the Delta variant has recently run rampant. From June 1st to September 1st, 249 officers tested positive for C-19.
Yeah, how many of them died, though? You still got these people on the force. Then they're not going to tell you which officers it was. Was it the ones that had it, or was it the officer that didn't have it?
Yep. Central Station near Skid Row becomes a hotspot with more than 24 cases in a single week of August. A total of 11 LAPD employees have now died from C-19. Yet resistance to vaccinations has held strong among LAPD officers, even in the face of exhortations from Police Chief Michael Moore, who touts the vaccine as a lifeline for officers that are going to protect them, their families, and the public in which we serve.
Yeah, but what about what your body naturally creates? They don't want to talk about that. So these people are against it. They're pushing this as this is the only way. Okay, but there's other things out there, man, that's not being spoken about. Okay, so they're completely against this, man. Eventually they're gonna end up, letting these individuals go. Okay, which is gonna make what's going on in LA that much worse. Okay, you ain't got to read, anymore else. The point was made. You can go, to the next one. Yeah, you said the one at the bottom.
This evening, looking live at San Francisco, in less than an hour, the deadline will pass for the city's essential workers to be vaccinated. Tonight, the police union says that could mean roughly 120 fewer officers starting tomorrow when it needs them the most. KPIX 5's Andrea Nakano joins us live from Oracle Park to explain. Andrea?
Liz, October is a busy month, and the Giants and Dodgers will play here at Game 5 at Oracle Park tomorrow, and there'll be officers patrolling inside and outside of this area. Now, with fewer officers on the job, the Police Officers Association says there may be some calls that will be left unanswered.
In a city of this size, with the month of October and all the things that have been going on, that's going to put quite a dent into operations.
According to San Francisco's Police Officers Association, 120 sworn officers, 80 of them that work in the patrol division, will be off the job tomorrow after failing to comply with the city's vaccine mandate.
But if you take 120 cops or even more off the street, what do you think is going to happen?
That is roughly 6% of the entire department, and SFPOA Vice President Tracy McCray says it will force officers working the streets to make some tough decisions.
If I have a crime happening in the Bayview 5 car where Alice Griffin public housing is located, high crime area, or do I have to go to a woman screaming all the way across in Trail Hill area? Which one am I going to?
McCray cites religious beliefs and concerns about the long-term effects of the COVID vaccine as the reasons why some officers refuse to get the shot. The POA would like the city to implement a weekly testing option so officers can keep their jobs, but Mayor London Breed is not budging on the mandate.
Our human resources department is continuing to try to work with people individually, but we are going to stand by what we committed to do. And right now, it is not impacting city services.
Yeah, they still on the force.
For the officers that have changed their minds, they have until midnight tonight to notify their supervisors and get fully vaccinated by November 12th. In San Francisco, Andrea Nakano, KPIX5.
Yeah, it's not affecting them right now because they still on the force. You know, but it is going to affect, you know, the services when those officers are gone. You heard what the, you know, the vice president said. Do you respond to the high crime area? You know, or do you go to a woman screaming across town? And the officers are going to have to make these decisions, man. See, it's not going to affect these politicians. It's going to affect you people, right? You know, you're the one that's going to have limited services. Okay, and you're the one that's paying for these things. The money to pay these police officers, the fire department, the city workers, it all comes from your tax dollars, man. So you should have a say-so, you know. But the mayor, she doing whatever she want to do. Okay, it's all a part of an agenda. Okay, the agenda is to, you know, destroy these cities, man. Okay, order ad chaos, order out of chaos. Put these different places in such a chaotic state that you people will clamor for the new world order, man. Okay.
Was there more?
It was one more.
Okay.
Going into you know, the economic collapse that's getting ready to happen, which that's, you know, just going to exacerbate everything, man. Okay. Right here, right now. Come. Yes, this is from newsbreak.com. The author of this is Tony Carrazza. All right, and the title reads, experts warn economic meltdown is on America's doorsteps. Okay, and we've been speaking about these things for years, man, beginning first and foremost with the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. We've been talking about an economic collapse is going to hit this place. Okay, and then who you see, you know, as the picture on here for being the expert, man. Okay, none other than, you know, Klaus Schwab, you know, the expert that nobody knows about. You know, and this guy, he's the head of the World Economic Forum, which they're the ones that, you know, announced the Great Reset. All right, which is just, you know, the New World Order repackaged. Okay, so this deal is about to go down, man. The elites are making their move. Okay. So it says the global economy is connected. Big events blow throughout the world like a monsoon, rising prices and dropping local businesses like dominoes. Okay, which this was all orchestrated, man. What really caused these small businesses to close? The lockdowns that were instituted. Okay, where they had these different, you know, rules that you had to abide by. Okay, you can't have, you know, this number of people in the store. You got to limit the customers. Curbside pickup. But these things didn't apply to these big box stores. Which these big box stores are all owned by the elites, man. Okay, there's 3 companies, you know, that pretty much own everything. You got BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard. Mm-hmm. And the investors that own these companies, those 3 companies, are the elites. The Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Bilderberg, Gettys. Okay. They pretty much want everybody to be relying on them. Okay, that's why these big box stores were allowed to stay open. Walmart, you know, Costco, Target. Okay,
right here.
Okay.
The economy is a reactionary phenomenon. One event leads to another. In 1929, the over-leveraged stock market blew half the world's economy to pieces. Mm-hmm. The world didn't recover for the next 15 years.
Yeah, see, and this collapse that's coming is going to be worse than, you know, that collapse, man. And you ain't never going to recover from it, man. Okay? There's too much debt, man. Keep going.
Yep. Of course, one event was not the sole culprit.
Which that's BS, okay? This is all orchestrated, man. Okay? The one event that's the culprit is the Federal Reserve. Okay, implementing a money system which is backed by nothing. It's monopoly money. Okay, this system was literally created to collapse, man.
What event was never the answer to everything, but it was the first domino that set the tragedy in motion. In 2008, the Great Recession started from the housing market in the U.S. spreading into a humanitarian crisis across Europe and Africa. And in 2020, the fear of the C-19 scamdemic triggered one of the fastest market sell-offs in history. Some shares are yet to recover. The shares of United Airlines are currently trading at half the pre-scamdemic prices.
Yeah, and it wasn't the fear of the C-19. What happened was these different governments instituted policies that shut down the economy. Okay, so that caused fear and panic to spread throughout, the stock market, man. So we don't know what's going to happen. When is the government going to allow us to open up? Okay, so this is all orchestrated by the elites, man.
Sometimes the economy drops and stays down. Sometimes businesses close and homes end in foreclosure. Sometimes families lose everything. Economic recession is a cleansing process. Damn.
Yeah, cleansing for what, man? Cleansing the way for the new world order to be established. Okay, for all you useless eaters to lose, everything that you have, because you don't need it anyway. All right, what did the World Economic Forum say? You will own nothing. You will be happy, man. Okay, you don't need anything. You don't need property. You don't need a car. Okay, you don't need to own anything. You'll be happy renting everything that you need and having it delivered to you by a drone.
Recession is a Sunday morning after a Friday wedding that somehow finished up on Saturday night. And Sunday is vicious. It's hungover when you're not sure if you had an organ failure from excess alcohol. Should you schedule an appointment with your physician? Maybe you're overdue one. China has had her Friday wedding. Build. It is not sustainable business model. The second most populous country in the world is facing a reckoning.
Mm-hmm. So this is a global collapse. Okay, it's not just something that's going on here in America. This is a global collapse, man. What's the scriptures talk about these things? All right.
Chinese mayor property player Evergrande could be a potential trigger this time around. The fear is at its peak for the year. Wall Street marks the biggest drop since May. Evergrande crisis intensifies.
Mm-hmm.
With Financial Times, Morgan Stanley, Mike Wilson says that 20% correction seems likely. We can observe the ripple effect from one market to another and from one company to the next.
Because everything's interconnected. We have a global market right now.
Houses are already a bit harder to buy. Cheap cash is less cheap. Stocks are not the end-all investments most fresh investors hope for.
Mm-hmm.
The stock markets are riling up, for the fear of reckoning has eased. But it might be just a strange Saturday when nobody wants to go to sleep. Brokers call it a dead bounce, and it is the most dangerous time to be around. It's the strange energy keeping you going when you feel you couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this time we won't feel the global reckoning.
Which that's BS. You're going to feel the global reckoning, man, because there's going to be a global economic collapse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All these countries, they're pretty much tied to the petrodollar. And the dollar's getting ready to collapse. Okay? I believe they said, 40%, if I'm not mistaken, 40% of all the money that has ever been printed has been printed in these few years, man, with this whole, pandemic. Okay? Biden, he just getting ready to pass a 3.5 trillion stimulus bill. Donald Trump, he signed that 1.7 trillion bill, man. That's a lot of money. Okay, and where does that money come from? It comes from the Fed. The Fed printed, they attach interest to it. Okay, and you American people, you on the hook for it, man. Which every time they go to the Federal Reserve to get more money, the value of your dollar continues to decline. That's the reason why you're seeing prices going up. There's an excess supply of money in circulation.
But the music has to stop at one point.
Yeah, well, that's when the society collapse, the economic collapse happens, man.
And we have to leave the party. The party's over.
Yep.
Nobody like leaving good times behind.
Mm-hmm.
When do economic turn down stop? The U.S. Economy needs 2 consequential quarters to spell positive numbers before investors can relax. In real terms, it happens when we purge bad business and behavior.
Which that's not going to happen because the government is backing these different companies that's doing the bad business practice. Well, first of all, the whole monetary system is fueling this. Okay, yeah, all these bailouts happen, man, which is allowing these companies to stay afloat. Okay, to continue doing the things that would have ended them up in bankruptcy anyway. Okay, just making the problem that much worse.
On that drunk Sunday, the markets have to figure out how to survive. We're going to detox, chill, and sleep.
Yeah, and detoxes, man, hey, that's hell. Okay, especially if you compare this to a hangover. If you been drunk, okay, and you got a hangover the next morning, that's not good, man. That's not a good experience to have. He's likening that experience to what the economy's getting ready to go through. You getting ready to catch hell, man. Okay, and you see that happening. The price of everything is going up. Okay, the supply of the goods that's going up is dwindling, which is going to cause it to go up even more. Okay, and you are not getting paid more on your jobs. All right.
The strongest among us might hit the gym, but only the fools will continue to drink. The party has to stop. And we've been having a good time for a long.
Mm-hmm.
Babylon's been having a great time. Well, we read Isaiah 47.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's kept the party going. QE unlimited, man. Let's keep it going.
During every upturn, the economy accumulates bad businesses and bad debt.
Mm-hmm.
Services that no one needs spiral out of excess cash. Developers built apps nobody ever uses. Flip phones are making a comeback, and we're buying stocks like it's bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
Bad omens of an upcoming recession are all around us.
Yep.
Historically, parties run wildest before the police come knocking. Yeah. So maybe this time around won't be so much different than 2020, 2008, or even 1929.
Yeah, and the fact that they're comparing this to the Great Depression, and the collapse that happened in 1929 is real heavy, man. This thing is going to be worse than what happened in 1929. It's going to be the biggest economic collapse ever to happen in history. And it's not just going to be in America, it's going to be all around the world, man. Because the elites plan on collapsing these different financial systems and instituting that one world financial system, which is going to be on the horizon, which is going to be a digital currency. Okay, the cash is getting ready to, go the way of bell bottoms.
But maybe it will. So don't take the article as a financial advice, because it is not. Are you concerned about the American economy?
Well, that's pretty much it. Hey, so look, man, this place is going down. Okay, all these things are going to converge at a head and spell a recipe for disaster, man. Major hell is coming to you people down here on the earth. Okay, it ain't gonna get better for you. All right. So if you got hope, somehow the economy's gonna bounce back. Somehow there's gonna be a new standard, monetary standard based upon gold and silver, and America's gonna bounce back. You out your mind, man. Okay, this is the beginning of the end. All right. You get Zephaniah 1:11.
This is it.
Yeah, like Michael Jackson, he had that song. This is it, man. Hey, this is it. Okay, you had your run, man. You was able to live the good life. That main time was during the 50s, man. You should have took all kind of pictures and cherished those moments, man, because they ain't never coming back. Now you see your cities being inundated with homeless people, drug addicts, prostitutes, Okay, brazen criminality. Okay, that's going to be the norm here in Babylon the Great. All right, just like you see in these movies, man. You know, you're going to need Judge Treads out here to try to quell what's going on, man, because it's going to make no, it's not going to serve a purpose for you to have your criminal system set up. They go to court, they get released. You just got to put them to death on the spot, man. RoboCop. You're going to need RoboCop out here, man.
They're going to be calling for RoboCop.
Yep.
The Robo Dogs and shit, they be calling for them. This is Zephaniah 1:11. How ye inhabitants of Maktesh.
Yeah, it was Maktesh. That was the merchant area in the ancient time. Okay, so the Most High is saying, how ye inhabitants of Maktesh, man. You how when adversity is coming upon you. Okay, keep going.
For all the merchant people are cut down.
Yeah, your monetary system is getting ready to collapse. Okay, all these different investors, these speculators, they're getting ready to be cut off, man. Okay, because the economy is getting ready to collapse. Okay, and it's not just America, it's the entire world. Keep going.
All they that bear silver are cut off.
Yeah, all these people that's invested in the monetary system. Okay, you about to get cut off, man. You're getting ready to lose all your wealth. Okay, and one of the things that was big, during this whole pandemic, when these people were staying home, you had to stay at home orders. They was investing.
Yeah, they was investing heavy.
A lot of people got laid off. So what I'm gonna put my money in stocks, and I'm gonna make money that way, man. Mm-hmm. You got a lot of people that put everything in it. You about to lose it.
Mm-hmm. Also cryptocurrency,
which that's a scam too. Okay, the cryptocurrency, that whole thing is set up to get you people used to dealing with electronic currency. All right, which the governments are going to begin to okay, central bank digital currencies. Yeah. And if you pay attention to what's happening in the news, okay, especially for cryptocurrency, well, China banned all cryptocurrency transactions, and you have cases, in the United States courts where they're getting ready to regulate those at an all-time high, man. Okay, so you ain't gonna be able to transact with digital currency. It's gonna be illegal, not unless you're using CBDCs, man. Okay, more control. Okay, because this man's getting ready to establish that, Haragma system.
Verse 12, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles, and I will punish the men that are settled on their leaves. Yeah,
you people that are comfortable amongst the nation of Israel, man. Okay, you think you good, everything's all good. All right, you ain't got to worry about nothing. The Most High say He's gonna punish you. Keep going.
That say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will He do evil.
And you got Israelites that actually think that, man. Most High ain't gonna do nothing. Well, you got Israelites that actually think they're gonna take America, and be sitting in the White House. And they're gonna paint it black, man. You out your mind. Yahweh Shai is getting ready to bring judgment upon America. America's gonna be destroyed, man. We ain't gonna take over America and be ruling in this place, man. The Most High is gonna destroy this place, and we're gonna be set back up in our land. Okay, keep going.
Therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near.
You can stop on that. You can go to Ecclesiastes 12. Start at 1. Then we can hit 2 Esdras, the 15th chapter. Yeah, man. So everything we've been prophesying about, everything that the scriptures is speaking about, is getting ready to happen, man. So we in a time where these things are going to come to pass. Okay, all out hell breaking loose, Jacob's trouble. The devil coming down with great wrath. 2 Esdras, the 15th chapter. 2 Esdras 16. Everything's about to happen, man. Okay, and then at the end of that, what's going to happen? Yahweh Shai is going to make his second return. Okay, destroy this place and deliver the elect of the nation of Israel. That's what this is all leading up to. Okay, if you see these things happening, which is all prophesied in the scriptures, what does that mean? Yahweh Shai is getting ready to come back. Okay, because the Most High is the one that's orchestrating this. All right, He's the one that's causing these things to happen.
This is Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth. When the evil days come not.
Yeah, and the evil days getting ready to come, man. Okay, and for you individuals that have not yet, got on board with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you better do it right now. So those doors are closing, man. Okay.
Nor the years draw nigh
Mm-hmm.
when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Keep going.
While the sun and the light, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened.
Yeah, which that, represents the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, this knowledge is readily available to you right now, man. So you better get it while you can. Okay, before all hell breaks loose, man. And that's right around the corner, getting ready to fire these cops, man. Okay, there's an economic collapse that's looming. The supply chain is broken. Inflation is hitting. Okay, crime is already up in these cities. It's just going to get worse, man. The only thing that's going to protect you is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Okay? Keep going.
Yeah, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble.
Yeah, which the keepers of the house are these people that's in, the economic sector. Okay, these different stock market speculators. They're getting ready to tremble because the stock market is getting ready to crash, man. Mm-hmm. All that money that they have, they're gonna lose it. Okay, all these people that have invested, they got money, in the stock market. Okay, from the different gains that they have made, and just them putting all their life savings in it, man. People got millions, in the stock markets. You got certain individuals that invested pretty much all their money into stocks, man. They're getting ready to lose it. Okay. People that have invested money into the housing market. The housing market is going to crash. Okay. You're going to see a huge devaluation of property out here. Okay. Because what's going on, you got these different companies, like those companies mentioned earlier, BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard. They're buying these houses up and they're keeping them off the market to cause a false sense of demand for these properties. Have people think that there's only a few houses on the market when really there's a bunch of houses available. Okay, but if you don't have those houses on the market, then that's going to cause the price to go up. You're going to see a lot of these homes come on the market and the value is just going to drop, man. Yeah. Okay, so you got people that paid millions for houses out here. Okay, especially in the Bay Area, man, because real estate is very expensive out here. So you got people that put all their money into the house, okay, and they're going to lose all that money when that price dramatically drops, man. You can pay $1 million for a house that's only worth, $20,000, man. You're done. Okay, you're finished, man. You're going to be on the street. Yeah. All right, and what's going to happen? How you going to survive? You're going to lead a life of crime.
Yeah, that's the only choice.
Yep, and the police ain't going to stop you because there are no cops. Okay, that's what's coming to America, man.
Or your new house might be a camp.
Yeah.
One of them detention centers. Got a nice little cot.
That's what's coming to America, man. These things are all prophesied in the scriptures. We've been warning about these things. Now they're coming to pass. Keep going.
In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves.
Yep.
And the grinders cease because they are few.
And that's happening now. Yep. There's a labor shortage, man.
Yep.
Okay, and there are not a lot of jobs out here. All right.
Well, part of the Great Reset is to pretty much destroy a lot of the sectors, especially like hospitality and stuff like that. You going to a restaurant, somebody serving you and all that. Entertainment. They want to destroy entertainment. So they're going to destroy a lot of these sectors where there is going to be no more jobs in those sectors. As we're already seeing now.
Yes, they have no use for you, man. You are useless eater. You don't need to work. Work for what? They got robots that'll do your job, man. They got robots that can, provide food. Well, they got robots that'll make deliveries. And their whole goal is to get you reliant on the system so you can take the haragma. Okay? You can't be self-sufficient because if you are, then you won't take the haragma. That's why they're destroying all these jobs. Okay? And at the same time, they're stealing your wealth.
Yep.
So a lot of businesses went under, man. These restaurants, a lot of these restaurants went under, man. And then even now they're in debt. They're running at a deficit.
Yep.
These restaurants, they ain't filling up, man. Especially in these cities that have passed, venom mandates. You don't see people in the restaurant, the whole week it'd be empty. You might have 1 or 2 people, you know, sitting down at a table.
I know.
Even on the weekend, there ain't that many people in there. When it first came out, you know, the mandates came out, they was full. But you don't see that no more, man. And that's causing these different restaurants to take a hit. For you to have a successful restaurant, you gotta pack it, man. The whole, you know, inside has to be packed to capacity for you to make money. You know?
Yep. When the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Yeah, those that look out of the windows be darkened. That represents your outlook, man. And it's looking real bad for you people here in America. Some of you people still got hope. You clinging on to the hope. You know, oh man, we can get a Republican in there. For you people here in California, you know, get a Republican, kick out the Democrats, man. That ain't gonna happen. Okay, regardless of who is in power, all right, whether it's the, you know, the left or the right, the same thing gonna happen, man, because they all in the pockets of the elites.
That's right. That's right.
All right, and really, it's because this is the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. All right, you can't stop what's going on, man. Keep going.
Yep. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low.
And you see a lot of these businesses shuttered, man. There's no body to work these jobs.
Well, before even this pandemic, it was something called the retail apocalypse.
Yep.
Like retail box stores, that's going to be a thing in the past. Everything is going to be digital. That's why, you know, now you have like Instacart and, you know, like Grubhub and Amazon, you know, where you can actually buy groceries online. Or, you know, you need alcohol, you need this, and they'll send it, you know, they'll come and bring it to you. You know, you in the New World Order, you having, you know, interaction with people, you know, going play. That's going to be done away with.
God.
You're going to have your chip, your Karaba going to have, you know, a status to where you can do that.
Yep.
If you don't have that, you're not going to be able to move freely.
Yeah, it's going to be based upon your medical status, man. How many boosters you got? Your latest booster? You know, oh, see, there was a new, you know, disease that came out. We made, you know, a venom for it. Did you get it?
Yeah.
You know, it just came out 2 days ago. Did you get it? Oh, you ain't got it. Oh, you got to get it. Oh, you can't access the services, man. Hell, you know, and you can't speak out against what's going on, or you gonna get canceled. Your chip, your Haragma is gonna be canceled, man. That number that it's attached to is gonna be canceled.
Hey, man, that's why the scriptures say, if you know the Lord is short of time, no flesh will be saved. Because in this man's system, which most people are not with it, in this man's system, it's set up to kill you.
God.
It's not set up for life. It's not set up for life. It's actually set up to kill you, to destroy you, man. And to tamper with your gene, to turn you to you're not even a human anymore. You're a genetically modified being. Okay, that's merged with machine. Okay, merged with these nanoparticles, and Most High knows what else. You know, aborted fetuses. You can't say it. You know, man. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of. So we're actually hastening for all these things to happen.
God.
You know, this is you know, woe. This is, you know, a lot of death and destruction, but it's for the wicked.
God.
It's not for the righteous, for brothers out there that, you know, that's, you know, serving Yahweh Shemashah. These things are not for us. This is for the wicked, but this is also a signification that our Lord is coming.
That's right.
Okay, that's why we're so hyped up about these things. Okay, because Yahweh Shai, at the end of all this, is going to destroy this man, you know. Okay, lock down the planet Earth in righteousness. Okay, and then put our enemies in slavery, man. Right. And then we get to chill. Now we get to relax.
Yep.
We can't relax in this society. This is nothing but pure hell every fucking moment. Okay, because of this damn devil and his ways and his measures.
Yeah, he want to put a haragma in you, man. He wants you to be a complete slave. Okay, the Most High is going to give us autonomy, man. On all levels, you're going to have bodily autonomy. You know, you're going to be able to put in your body what you want, you know, as long as it's lawful. You know, so we ain't really going to have to worry about that because the laws are going to be inside of us. But we ain't going to be subject to, you know, this man's medical system, man. You got to get this if you want to eat. That ain't going to be happening in the kingdom. Okay, so these things have to happen. This man's really exposing himself You know, once he gets to that certain point, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to destroy him and establish the kingdom. Okay, but these things have to happen, man. All right, this is all the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and the Most High said He's going to see us through these things. So it ain't, you know, it ain't a time to be discouraged. You know, like the scriptures say, dismayed. Don't be dismayed, man. These things have to happen. Okay, this man has to reach that point so the Heavenly Father can destroy him. Okay. But no one trusts that throughout all these things, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai got us, man. As he stated.
Yeah.
You know, we see these things coming to pass. Why wouldn't the other part, you know, apply?
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
I got a precept, you know, to back you up. This is 2 Esdras 9:1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before.
And this is what we're seeing. All this chaos that's brewing, the collapse, the different shortages, the different, you know, people turning against each other, you know, sedition, you know, supply chain breaking down, perplexity, shortages, you know, talks of famine, talks of drought, people's minds going crazy, the love of many waxing cold. Okay, these are some of the things that the Heavenly Father told us to you know search for and to look diligently for. Okay, go ahead.
And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time.
Yep, this is the time, the end. Because the prophets were told this in the past. Well, we're actually reading the report of these things being told to the prophets. Okay, like Ezra saw the end. What did he say? Woe is me, woe is me. Who shall deliver me in those days? 2 Ezra 16:17. He actually saw the vision of what was going down. John the Revelator actually saw people getting the charagma. Okay, he saw this beast system, and he also saw the destruction.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, and this is the time where the highest, Yahweh Shema Shai, is coming to visit this place. Right. And how does he visit this place? Well, by his judgments. Okay, he's coming to judge you Edomites as well as the whole world. Okay, because a lot of these calamities that are going to befall on these people, you know, it's going to be it's a just calamity that's waiting. It's literally just been waiting for them. You know, they've been just living their life in sin, you know, not having a care in the world. And the Most High is crashing all this. He's going to starve people out. He's going to have beasts eat people. He's going to have Leviathan come. He's going to have all these different natural disasters. And, you know, Esau, he going to allow Esau to go crazy. And he's a sword. So Esau's going to be destroying a whole bunch of people as he already is right now. You see people that took juice, you know, got the shakes. They dropping dead, heart complications. That's the Lord sending out them judges, man.
That's right.
But look what's going on in the background. They got, you know, Jake, you know, like Nas X kissing men on TV. You know, Meek Mill's got, you know,
that album cover.
The album
pure
cover.
Wickedness, man.
Just pure. All we're seeing is pure wickedness. Just like during the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, just a lot vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. So the Lord is not allowing this to continue. This is why these things are happening. These are the judgments that the Lord told us, okay, in the past, told the prophets in the past what will happen in the last day, and we're seeing it. We're seeing these people are evil, and now we're seeing the ramping up of these heavy judgments. You know, car crashes. I've been seeing a lot of plane crashes lately. A lot of people been dying from plane crashes. That doesn't happen. You might hear that every once in a while, maybe a couple times a year. You know what happens? These small planes, but these planes are crashing. People are dying, man. You know, you go on the internet, just nothing but judgments. Oh, it was a bow and arrow attack
out there in was it Norway?
Norway, bow and arrow attack, man.
You'll never hear nothing like that, man.
He killed, you know, a so-called terrorist. That's they labeled it. Guy could be set up. Well, I believe the guy is set up because right after that, the police now are carrying guns. They don't carry guns out there, but there's certain stipulations that they're in a state of emergency. They can carry guns. So you know they're already arming these police officers for this this sedition.
That's right. Yep.
So of course, everything Esau does is calculated. He just don't do shit. So he gonna set up a so-called Islamic extremists, okay, to kill people with a bow and arrow, man. That's some ancient shit.
Yeah.
You know. So more things like that. It's not gonna be safe for you to just be going outside. You know, going to the grocery store, you can get attacked.
Yeah. Well, that woman in Seattle got attacked.
There you go, by the same guy twice at 2 different stores. It's like the guy followed him, right? More on that.
Got a little bit more. It says, "Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world,"
that's literally happening right now. Uproars and earthquakes. Like a month ago, like a couple weeks back, months ago, they decriminalized abortions. That very same day, they got hit with a 7.0 earthquake. Okay, so the Most High is not playing. He's rocking people, man. In different parts of the earth, they're getting hit with earthquakes and tsunamis. You know, you got to, you know, be vigilant and actually watch these things, because the mainstream media is not going to tell you these things, you know? So we're seeing that, and we're seeing uproars of the people all throughout the earth. Okay, Rome, Italy, France, Germany, okay, even out there in Switzerland, everybody's rioting because of these mandates. Okay, and things are going to get to a height in which it's just going to just completely break down. People are going to just completely go mad. They're going to lose total faith in this system. And people are already getting prepared. Esau's already getting prepared. He's stocking guns. He's stocking ammo. He's stocking food and water. He's doing drills. Okay? Everything is happening. Go ahead.
Yeah, what are you niggas doing, man?
Partying. Oh, my goodness. I forgot about niggas. Every time I think about a nigga, you know, the niggas partying.
Verse 4 says, "Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee."
We're well understand. I mean, these things, I mean, it's clear, it's literally clear as day. The vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
That's right.
So we're in that time. Oh, you guys been saying the end is going to be, you know, it was 2,000 years. But we're in that time now. This is the time. Okay, for all you scoffers and scorners, judgment is right. It's literally staring you right in the eye.
That's right.
Okay, and nobody's gonna get, you know, through this unless you have that protection of Yahweh Shema Shai, unless you have that exemption. Okay, no matter how much, you know, you've been stocking and stockpiling and
doing martial arts training.
That's not gonna help you. Okay, even the elites, they're gonna run. But they're going to be found out too. They're going to be dug out of them caves. They're going to be dug out of them space. You see how they're going into space?
Yep.
See that, right? Star Trek, that dude from Star Trek, the oldest member, the old dude, he went into space. He's the oldest guy in space. Why? Because a lot of these elites is old. Okay? So they doing test runs because they know all hell is about to break loose in the earth. They know that. They're setting it up.
Yep.
They believe, okay, we're going to have all hell break loose, and then we're going to let it calm down, and we're going to clean it up. Order out of chaos. Okay, go ahead.
It says, "Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning."
Right, there was a beginning, right? Like just like America. America had a beginning.
Yep.
And, you know, they were living on the high horse. They was partying up, right? That was, you know, the beginning, the height of Babylon the Great.
Yep.
After World War II,
the booming 50s.
They was, man, Esau's living good, man. Even when this damn devil came over here, he had free reign to just terrorize Gad, terrorize Reuben, terrorize Issachar, the tribes, rape, rob, and pillage, set up their own land. You know, call the land by their own names, set up government policies. You know, land grab, take this, take that.
Yep.
They was living good, man. Okay, how you think we gonna feel when we land grab, when we take what's rightfully ours, man, with that power? It's gonna feel invigorating. So Esau, he was doing good. Okay, but now we're at the end.
That's right.
Go ahead.
It says, "For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest."
The end is manifest. It's right in your face.
Yep.
I mean, it's It's literally, you can't even deny, at this point, you denying this because the Most High want to destroy you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? At this point, if you can't see this, you got to pray and fast. Okay? Otherwise, it's really, how it's looking is the Most High, he blinded you so he can put you to death.
That's right.
Okay? Because it's going to be too late for Jake.
The scriptures say he sent them strong delusions that they should believe a lie. You know, that they might all be damned, you know, who receive not the love of the truth. You know, just to back up, you know, what the brother is saying. You can't see it, the Most High about to put you to death, man. Okay? You got hope in your heart that America's going to bounce back. You know, oh man, all the cops, you know, they're gonna go with the mandates, man. Oh, the ones that don't do it, you know, they're gonna, you know, realize that their livelihoods and things. They're gonna do it, man. No, the cop force is gonna dwindle.
Yep.
Okay, hell is coming to these cities. The hell that's there is going to increase. Okay, food is gonna be scarce in these cities, man. All right, people are gonna be fighting for food, which is all prophesied in the scriptures. Okay, and the reason why these things are happening is because the Heavenly Father spake of these things from the beginning. Okay, we at the end of this place, man. We at the end of this world. Okay, a new world is getting ready to be established down here upon the earth. As the scriptures say, a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. A righteous society is coming.
That's right.
Okay, and for that righteous society to be established down here, this wicked society has to be wiped out. Okay,
and this is what's going on. That translation, as it says in Sirach, the 10th chapter, is a little bit more on that.
Just a little bit. It says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. And that's what you see going on, man. Okay, that's why these police departments are doing it. That's why you see the supply chain broken. That's why you see this hyperinflation, man. And it's gonna get worse. Okay. Then you're going to start seeing natural disasters happen, man.
Yeah.
Okay, we ain't even got to that point yet, man. This is just the beginning. All right, wait till you start seeing earthquakes, massive earthquakes here in Babylon the Great, man. Okay, major thunderstorms, tornadoes, hurricanes out of nowhere. Okay, because the Most High is going to smite this place with plagues just as he did the ancient Egypt.
Well, Esau going to try to blame climate change. The climate crisis, that he's going to try to, you know, he's going to try to spin it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is happening because of the climate crisis. We need to do this. We need to do that. He's going to try to grab more control. But these things are going to get out of hand. Okay. Whereas it's going to completely destroy infrastructure. Like if an earthquake just hit, it destroyed the Bay Bridge and the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, at the same time.
You're through. You're done. San Francisco's done, man. Okay. The Bay Area is done. This is what's going to happen. And there is no money to fix these things. And then, oh, by the way, there's a shortage of workers.
Oh, yeah.
There's a shortage of goods, actual supplies, lumber, cement, okay, steel, okay. It's gonna be a total, just complete breakdown of society, man. Okay, and the people that's gonna be roaming, and you see people out in the streets and shit like that. They gonna be marauders. Okay. They ain't just gonna be regular people that's going to their jobs. Nah. They see somebody, they gonna try to take you. They gonna take you, they gonna eat you, they gonna do something with you.
Yeah.
Okay, you women, you're done. Okay. If you women who don't got a man of the Lord, the Most High got it for you. Okay. You just gonna get totally just thrown out there, man.
Yeah.
You gonna really see how feeble you are in that day. Okay, everybody's about to be humble. Okay, everybody's about to be humble.
You gotta get that Isaiah the 2nd chapter.
Okay.
You can bring that up.
Okay, yeah, let me bring this out real quick. This is Sirach 10 and 8. Oh, I'm gonna start at 7. It says, "Pride is hateful before the Most High and man."
Yeah, and you people here in America and throughout the whole world, you have exhibited a great amount of pride, man. Okay, you refuse to hearken unto the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. The Most High laid out how you're supposed to conduct yourself down here upon the earth. And you said, to hell with that, man.
That's right.
Here it is, the Heavenly Father, he created everything that you see. And you telling him that, look, your way is messed up. Okay, we don't care if you created this place. We ain't worried about that, man. You low level. We're going to do our own thing, man. Okay? Man. And now the earth is in the state that it's in now. And mind you, the scriptures tell you that the Heavenly Father is a great king, man. You cursing the king out. Okay? You telling the highest entity in existence that his way is wrong and wicked, man. What you think he gonna do to you? Okay? He gonna destroy you, man. And that's why these plagues are coming down here on the earth.
Yep. It says, pride is hateful before the Most High and man.
Yeah, so you arouse the hatred of the Heavenly Father upon him. Well, you read Isaiah the 34th chapter says the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations. Okay? So the Most High is angry with you. All right, keep going.
And by both does one commit iniquity.
And by both does one commit iniquity, because you get puffed up and think that you don't have to follow the ways of the Most High. You don't got to do what he tells you to do. Who is he? Just as Pharaoh said in his mind. Who's the Lord that I should let his people go to go serve him, man? I don't care about the Most High. Then plagues started hitting them, you know? And the same thing is going to happen to you people, but the Most High is going to, harden the hearts of the elites to keep it going, man. Okay? Until this place no longer exists.
Yep. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit.
And that's America, man. Unrighteous dealings. Look at what you're doing. Okay, well, what's going on now? These people are calling it the biggest wealth transfer in history. Really, he's stealing. The scriptures tell you ain't supposed to steal, man. This whole monetary system that he has set up is theft. Okay, you working for money that's not worth anything. Okay, you're supposed to be paid in gold and silver. He's stealing your labor from you, man. Literally stealing your life. You working for nothing. And every minute that you're alive working for this money that's worth nothing, the value of it decreases. Okay, so the same dollar in 1950 that was worth as much as it was is not worth that today, man.
Right.
Okay.
Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit.
Riches got by deceit through theft. Okay, keep going.
The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And that's what's going on right now. The kingdom is being translated. All right. The Most High is getting ready to give the kingdom to the nation of Israel. And before that happens, this place has to fall. So that's what you see going on, man. Okay, the Most High is bringing this place down. He's preparing, the earth to receive a righteous rulership down here, man.
That's it.
Is it on that? Yeah. Okay, you can get Isaiah the 2nd chapter, and I'll bring this out, and we can hit 2 minutes. Start 2 and. What, 2 and 11?
Yeah, the lofty looks.
Yep.
This is Isaiah 2 and 11. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled.
Yeah, your lofty looks, man. That proud look that you got. Okay, you ain't got no care in the world. You think that what you're doing is right. You got it all. Okay, that look is you already see it leave these people, man.
Yeah.
You thought you had it all, man, but over these years you've been seeing, you people getting hit with hell, man. Okay, you're losing everything. You're living out on the street. That lofty look is beginning to diminish.
Well, Isaiah 24, the haughty people of the earth do languish. That language there, that word there in the Hebrew is a mal, which means to droop, to grow weak, to grow tired.
Yep.
It says the lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down.
That's right.
And the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, alone shall be exalted in that day.
That's right. The Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai alone is going to be exalted in that day, man, because you're going to know that this is the creator, that you're supposed to give him his due reverence, man. If he tell you to do something, you're supposed to do it. Okay? You people aren't living that way down here. Okay? And when you transgress the ways of the Heavenly Father, the goodies that you have, he takes it away from you and he destroys you, man. And that's what's going on in America. And after everything is said and done, the whole world is going to know that the reason why the things took place down here on the earth, these calamities hit this place, the judgment came down, is because the Heavenly Father was pissed off, man. Okay? You're going to know that you're supposed to fear the Heavenly Father. You ain't supposed to be proud towards Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man, or he going to destroy you. Okay?
For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty.
Everyone that is proud and lofty. Okay? You proud against the Heavenly Father. He tells you to do so. You're like, nah, the hell with that.
And that's the majority of the people. That's the majority of the inhabitants.
God, that's the whole earth outside the elect.
Right.
Let
me real quick. Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13. Yep. Isaiah 13:11. And I will punish the world for their evil.
Yeah, the Most High is going to punish the world for their evil, the iniquity that you committed, man. The blatant disrespect that you showing for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Keep going.
And the wicked for their iniquity.
Mm-hmm.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
See, and that's another thing, man. You people thought that you can just live your life however you want to. Okay? There's no God. There's no creator. You know, we can do whatever we want. This book, the Bible, that's a fairy tale book that man came up. You hear these people say that.
That's what they say.
That's a fairy tale book that man came up with to control the masses. Nah, this is literally the words of the creator, man. Okay? The words that are in here, you're supposed to follow these things. All right? But since you disregard this word, the Most High going to destroy you. Okay? You read it again?
Isaiah 13:11, and I will punish the world for their evil.
The Most High is going to punish the world for their evil. What's evil? You doing the things that go against what the Most High told you to do. Okay? You allowing sodomites to roam free in your land. Okay? You promoting whoredoms amongst your women for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? Meek Mill, the Most High going to put you to death, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai going to destroy you. Okay? Putting that album cover out there, man. Most High going to jack you up. Okay? But see, especially Jake goes through life thinking that the Most High don't get down like that, man. Jake got in his mind the Most High don't do good or evil. You know? You're going to get jacked up, man. The Most High going to destroy the majority of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right?
And the wicked for their iniquity.
And the wicked for their iniquity. Iniquity is sin on sin. And that's what everybody down here does, man. They just commit iniquity like it's nothing. You know? I'm going to eat pork. Or I'm going to go, commit adultery. I'm going to go worship an idol. You know? Like it's nothing. No fear. Okay? And the Most High sees these things. Basically the same thing that was going on during the time of Noah. You know? Wickedness covered the earth then. Okay? And people didn't care. You know? So the Most High had to bring judgment. And that's the same thing that's going to happen now, man. You people have you literally you out of your mind. Okay? You believe, you got the sentiment in your mind that the Most High don't care. First of all, he don't exist. There is no God.
They believe Esau. That's what Esau told them.
You gotta watch out for what, breaking Esau's laws. The laws are sitting here, you don't gotta worry about that. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah, that was a fairy tale. You know? The judgments that took place throughout the scriptures, those are fairy tales, man. Okay, this book ain't real. We can do whatever we want to. As long as we don't break the law that's in the land, we're good.
Yep.
Okay? Yep. I can live my life however I want to, not knowing that there is a creator. He's paying attention to everything that's going on down here, man. And he's severely pissed off with what's going on. Okay? Because that's like the scripture says in 2 Esdras 15th chapter, wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. The Most High don't like wickedness. Okay? The scriptures tell you that the Heavenly Father hates iniquity. So he's everywhere he look, he get mad, man. Okay?
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
That's right. Sit on that. I got this real quick. This is Baruch 4, and I'll start at 30. It says, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall.
Right. So when all these calamities start to happen to these people, the Lord's gonna comfort us, man. That's gonna be a comforting. As we've seen, when we be watching videos, this place getting jacked up, we get into, the spirit, spirits on us, man. We get happy, we joking, how much more when things are really going down, man, as we see. Okay. So miserable are these cities, man. Because what did they do? What did these cities do to establish these cities? Millions of Israelites had to get put to death. Okay, and go into hard servitude and hard bondage, and then made no account of their labors. Okay, talk shit about, demonized, not weren't able to, enjoy or reap any of the benefits. Who's reaping the benefits? Esau, Edom. And where you at? You at the bottom, okay, getting ready to take your jab.
It says, miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve.
So when you start to see this judgment, you start to see the white woman, you start to see the Moabite, the Elamite getting jacked up. That's because of the judgment of the Lord, man. This is prophecy. Okay, even 2/3 of our people Whole bunch of people about to get jacked up, man. You about to see all type of death. Okay, in all type of various ways, how the Most High get down. Okay, this is miserable. They're going to be in a state of misery. Okay, why? Because of their actions.
That's right. Yep.
This is going to be just. This judgment is just. We're just praying and hoping that the Heavenly Father has mercy upon us. And we're doing the work, and how much more we're afraid.
Yeah.
What about these people, man? Go ahead.
It says, miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall.
Yeah, Esau, Edom, the other nation, they were glad at our fall because they made all type of money off of us. They had mastery over us. They had dominion over us. Okay? They got all, they were built up. All these companies, all goes back to slave money. They all had their hands some form, way or fashion, okay, where they were able to accumulate all this amount of gold and silver, okay, and nobility off of who? The Israelites. They took everything. They took our wealth. They took our nationality. They changed the narrative. Okay, continue.
For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall.
Yeah, they were glad. Everybody was having fun when the Israelites were just at the bottom. Through, done, finished. Okay, everybody was sending. They were sending gifts. They was partying and traveling. You see the heathens. You see Esau. They traveling, go to Europe, go there, go to Africa. You know, they in a safari.
Yep.
They go to Hawaii. You know, they were. Why are they able to do that? How are they able to do that? Well, because of the Israelites. Because you got to understand basic economics. There's got to be somebody at the top, the ruling class, and then there has to be a slave class. Okay, and the ruling class gets to live good because the slave class does all the work.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation.
So now this desolation is coming in the form of these cities being completely destroyed. Okay, like Seattle, Portland, the whole Pacific Northwest is completely done. New York, Detroit.
Yep.
Okay, all these cities. Whether they got mayonnaise or not, they're all breaking down. Okay, the first responders they leaving because of these mandates. Okay, people are taking their children out of school because of these mandates.
Yep.
Okay, people are losing jobs because of these mandates, and that's just going to roll over to more hell, more shortages, toilet paper shortages, beef shortages. Okay, cleaning supply shortages. The little thing you're gonna getting hit with the little things. Okay. Your water's tampered with. Like out there in Detroit, they had lead in the water. Okay. So it's just going to be all-out attack on these cities, man. And that's from who's doing that? Yahweh Shema Shah.
That's right.
Because he's doing it to destroy you. Okay. He's not doing it for your benefit. Okay. Continue.
It says, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude.
The Lord is taking away the rejoicing, the mirth of Babylon the Great. It is a righteous thing to recompense tribulation and them that trouble you. This is righteous. What's going on is righteous. Okay? The Most High weighs everything perfect and perfect balance. Okay? You was doing all this wickedness and there was no judgment there. Now the judgment has to come. It has to balance out or the Most High will be wicked.
That's right.
Okay? So these things that are coming, America being destroyed, these cities being completely deconstructed, infrastructure falling apart, people killing each other, going crazy, going wild. It is just.
That's right.
Because of your action.
That's right.
Okay.
You did it to yourself. You ain't got nobody to blame but yourself, man. Okay. You did it, man. Not knowing that you have to pay for these things in the future,
And then when the time was, open for repentance, you said to hell with that. Nah, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, man, God, the Bible, that's a fairy tale. Man wrote that. They say the same thing. We heard it all. All right, well, that's cool.
It says, for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning.
When you see somebody, Deontay Wilder.
You see,
my God.
He got humbled, man.
He got humbled, man.
But he's still proud.
Yeah, he's proud. Yeah.
He's still proud.
Because he got to, you know what, because he got to lose a couple of limbs, He got to lose that more something more tragic. But that's just a little something. When you seen him, he was proud before the fight.
Yep.
He got his ass beat.
Mm-hmm.
And he's looking all sad and hurt, bleeding out of his fucking ear.
He's still proud though, man.
He didn't want to stay and congratulate at the end of the fight. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
The fair fight. Boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. Live to fight another day. But the nigga was proud. That's how you people gonna be. But in a worse case than that, because you gonna have no food, you gonna have no water. All right, you gonna have no resources. Okay, your house might burn down, your baby in it, and then you call the fire department.
They're not gonna show up.
But they didn't even show up.
They short staffed.
When they showed up, your baby was burnt to a crisp. There's nothing they can do.
Hey, it's out of their hands, man. It says, for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For a fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time.
Those devils are speaking about those desert-like creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fire is coming from the Heavenly Father, man, in the form of those thermonuclear missiles, as well as that alien invasion.
That's
okay,
right.
Those chariots from Yahweh Shai. Okay, Yahweh Shai and the angels, they're gonna be shooting them those laser beams. This is gonna be, man. The Lord is about to destroy you people.
God. You don't know what's in store for you.
Yeah, you people are just super wicked, man. We seeing this wickedness every day. I'm like, God, yeah, they not even. They keep going. They just going. They not even stopping. They not even stopping. They wicked. Ain't nobody repenting. Nobody's throwing prayers up. Okay, they not even speaking about the other gods. They ain't even speaking about Jesus. They ain't speaking about God. They ain't speaking about Krishna and Buddha. They throwing that all out of the window. They saying trust science.
Mm-hmm.
They say follow your heart. Love is love. Okay?
You live your truth.
Yeah, everybody got their truth. I just want to live your truth. Just love. Okay, but that means just be a demon.
Yeah, pretty much. Do whatever do as thou wilt. It's just a satanic doctrine, man.
And there's a price to pay for that. And the payment is coming.
Mm-hmm.
The bill is coming. Okay? And the bill is going to be in the form of your life.
That's right.
You want to second Esdras, right?
You can start at 1.
Second Esdras 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
And that's what we've been doing. Okay? Speaking in the ears of the people of the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the words of prophecy. Okay? Which the word prophesy means to say before. We telling you of things that's getting ready to come to the earth before they happen. We've been warning you of these things, man. Keep going.
It says, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord.
Yeah, because these ain't our words, man. We didn't come up with this book. These are words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Keep going.
And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
And that's where the Bible comes from, man. For you idiots out there, that Bible's man-made. The Most High just said he created this book. Okay? The Most High put the words in the prophet's mouth. He told him to write it down, man. Okay? How else could we, these things be predicted if it wasn't for a higher power, man? And this is thousands of years before they happened, man. Okay? The destruction of America, prophesied thousands of years before it happened. Okay? Only a higher power could be, that on point, man. Mm-hmm. Okay? And the reason why it's on point is because he's the one orchestrating it. He's making it happen. He's pushing things to where his prophecies are going to come to pass, man. Okay, and that's another thing you people do not understand is that the Heavenly Father is in control of all things, man. That's another reason why you're supposed to reverence him. Okay, he's the one that's in control. Okay, and you got people out here, that's proud against the Most High. Okay, which we don't understand why that happens. Okay, the Most High sets you up to make an example out of you. Okay, nevertheless, you still committing iniquity. Keep going.
It says, fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yeah, we don't care that you people don't believe, man. Okay? Well, hey, look, you didn't believe before, but now you're experiencing it, man.
Yeah.
All right? We told you the economic collapse is going to happen. We told you there was going to come a time where you ain't going to have food, man. And now it's happening. Now you got it. You got to deal with it.
Amen.
All right? When you go to sleep, man, why don't you tell yourself, you watch the news. Okay, well, a lot of you people, you don't watch the actual news. You watch that fluff. But when they put a news story that's talking about the supply chain breaking down, Why don't you turn the TV off and tell yourself that's not real, man? That's a fairy tale. This is fake. This is fake news. Why don't you tell yourself that, man? Okay, and then wake up the next morning when you go to the grocery store, expect everything to be stocked, man. Okay, keep going.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Yeah, and if you don't believe in this, the Most High gonna put you to death. That's why we ain't worried about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that don't believe. The Most High got judgment prepared for you, man. Okay, we only out here for the elect, the ones that's gonna get down with this word, man. The rest of you, hey, you got your own stuff to worry about, man. You got to worry about whether the cannibal's gonna pick your ass up, whether Esau gonna get you. Okay. You don't believe in the Most High, you got to worry about the coof. Okay? Is the venom going to get you?
Yeah. Side effects.
You got a lot to worry about, man.
That booster. You got to worry about that booster.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get into that restaurant. You go back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
And that's what's happening. The Most High is bringing plagues upon the world, man. Okay, a part of those plagues is the, cities collapsing, man. All right? The police losing order over the public. Keep going.
The sword,
Uh-huh.
famine, death, and destruction.
Yeah, the sword, which is the gun. Okay, famine, the lack of food, which that's being orchestrated right now, man. The supply chain is breaking down. All right. Also a lack of food because the food is going to cost too much for you. You ain't going to have the money to buy the food. All right. So you ain't going to be able to eat. That's going to lead to people stealing the food. Then it's going to cause chaos in the stores.
Well, yeah, people that don't have nutrients, man, you're going to go crazy. Because that's one thing you can't negotiate with. That's food.
Mm-hmm.
Food and water. You actually need that to survive.
Yep.
And if you don't have that, you're going to hallucinate. You're going to do things. You'll do things that you never thought you would ever do in a million years.
Yeah. Hey, that's judgment. Okay?
Yeah.
That's the judgment of the Lord.
Yeah.
All right?
For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
See, and the Most High is not unjust to where he ain't going to tell you all these things that happen. He's telling you right here. Okay? He said, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Everywhere you go is wickedness, man. So the Most High has to bring judgment. Okay? If the wickedness is going to stop, he gotta judge it. It ain't going to stop any other way.
Yeah.
There's nobody down here pleading for righteousness outside of the elect. Okay? There's nobody trying to, hoping that righteous judgment is executed outside the elect. So if something's going to change, the Most High has to get involved. Okay?
And their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Yeah, your hurtful works are fulfilled. Now it's time for you to be judged. It's gotten to the point where it's out of control, man.
Yeah,
just as in the old world, with Noah. When Noah was around, wickedness was out of control, man. Okay? Nobody wanted to do what the Most High told him to do, so he flooded the earth, man. Okay? And pretty much the same thing is going to happen. It's just that instead of water, it's going to be fire, man. Thermonuclear fire. Keep going.
Therefore, said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness.
Which is going into the Most High, sending the prophets out, and also him bringing judgments. Okay? The scriptures tells you that the Most High is known by the judgments which he executed. Okay? So you being judged, you seeing these people getting jacked up, these different plagues coming upon the earth of famine. That's the Most High addressing the wickedness, man. Keep going.
Which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
Keep going.
Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me.
Which that's talking about the nation of Israel. Okay? Which they're still getting oppressed here. We still getting oppressed, man. Keep going.
And the souls of the just complain continually.
And we're complaining to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai about what's going on down here, man. The wickedness, the rampant wickedness that's going on. Okay, transformers everywhere, sodomites everywhere.
It's just ridiculous.
People worshiping other gods. It's out of control, man. Okay, and we don't have power to do anything, so we want the Most High to execute judgment. Keep going.
And therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
That's right, the innocent blood that you Edomites spilled, man, and you other nations. Okay. Because like it or not, we are still the chosen people of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We still have a covenant with him, man. You weren't supposed to do the things that you did to us. Okay, and if we, relied on these different nations down here, we would never get justice. So we going straight to the judge, man.
Right.
Okay, and the Most High is going to execute judgment for the nation of Israel. Keep going.
Yep. And receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
Which this is going into Jacob's trouble. Which you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you have no idea what's going on, man. Okay? You have no clue as to what's happening. All right? You are being led to the slaughter. Okay? And the reason why the Most High compared you to a sheep is because sheep are oblivious. And you see the sheep getting led to the slaughterhouse, they don't know what's getting ready to happen to them, man. Yet they still go. Okay? They just follow the sheep that's in front of them. And that's you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? You just going with the flow. All right? And when all hell breaks loose, you're going to run to Esau for help, man. He going to put you to death. Keep going.
It says, I will surely avenge them. Verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Which Egypt is America. Okay, the Most High is not going to leave the nation of Israel here. He's going to bring the elect out. Okay, because it's not the will of the Heavenly Father to have the nation of Israel be exterminated. Which that's the plans of Esau, Edom. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you don't know nothing about that, man. Okay? You can ask a nigga what he know about Rex 84. He gonna think it's some type of video game or something, man.
Or a gun.
Yeah.
What's that new gun?
So it's a new loud pack, man.
Yeah. That's a loud pack right there. That Zaza.
Yeah. He don't know what's going on, man. Jake thinks that, they're here in America to live a life of freedom, and to be able to party it up, man. This is where you come to get your party on and, live a pleasurable life.
Yep. Get money.
Yeah. You in slavery, man. And your slave master is tired of you and he wants to exterminate you, man. That's the times that we in.
He don't need you no more. He got everything he got. He got everything he needed out of you.
Mm-hmm.
What does he need you for? What can you do for? You have no skills other than outside of dribbling the ball.
But he don't need that. He got robots.
That's what I'm saying. He don't need.
Robots. They shooting 3-point shot and they always go in, man. No bricks. No air balls. Okay. They got robots that can run, robots that do front flip gymnastics. So hey, man, he don't need you no more.
The whole bread circuses was for the people.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even for the elites. Don't give a shit about that.
God.
It was for the dumb down the people, man, to keep the people pacified. Okay. Verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
What's that mighty hand and stretched out arm? Are the chariots. Okay, the same way, similar to how we left Egypt, okay, because the chariot guided us out of Egypt. The difference between, that deliverance and this deliverance is that the nation of Israel is going to go in the ships, okay, not just be led by a ship, man. All right, keep going.
And I will smite Egypt with plagues as before.
And that's what you see happening. Okay, the Most High is getting ready to smite this place with plagues. You're going to see these cities break down and collapse. Okay, you're going to see the economy break down and collapse. You're seeing the supply chain break down and collapse, which is going to cause, plagues to be brought upon Babylon the Great. And then just as what happened in the ancient Egypt, the Most High is going to hit this place with natural disasters, man. Okay.
And I will destroy all the land thereof.
Yeah, so this place eventually is going to be wiped off the face of the earth. Okay, keep going.
Egypt shall mourn,
mm-hmm.
and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it.
Which is those nuclear missiles. Keep going.
They that till the ground shall mourn,
mm-hmm.
for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with fearful constellation.
Keep going.
Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
That's right. So the Most High has declared destruction to the whole earth, man. Okay? And that's what's getting ready to happen. All right? We just read the article that pretty much the whole world economy is getting ready to collapse, man. It's going to be worse than the Great Depression. Okay? We're getting ready to enter into the greatest depression. All right? Keep going.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
The sword and their destruction draweth nigh. So you're going to have these things taking place throughout the four corners of the earth. It just so happens that America is the main, target of the Heavenly Father. Keep going.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another.
And you're going to see that.
Yeah.
Okay? You can see that happening, man. Why are these people going to rise up against each other? Lack of resources. You know, oh, you just got to protect yourself. Well, you seen what the woman said. She said she feels like she's on her own when it comes to protecting her family. You know, she can't rely on the cops no more, man. All right?
She didn't even call him the second time.
Yeah. She filed a police report, man. And then the detective, he got on the case. But that detective was going to have to be a beat cop, man. So it ain't going to be no detective to get on the case to apprehend the perp. He's just going to be out there doing whatever he want to do, man. Okay?
And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Which the sword represents the gun. These people are going to be having guns. You're going to be seeing gun battles in the street, man. Just like the Wild Wild West. You know? High noon duels. You're going to be seeing duels in the street, man. People shooting at each other. Okay? Broad daylight on the main street. You know? Keep going.
And that's going to be the norm.
Ain't no cops going to come and stop it. They got other stuff to worry. They got other calls. Okay? And they're spread thin. They got to, you know, hey, they got to prioritize. You know? Is it really that big of a deal that people are shooting at each other on the street? We got, you know, something else going on. You know?
For there shall be sedition among men.
Yep, and these different measures that's, you know, being implemented is going to cause sedition to ramp up, man, because who's implementing these policies? The mayors, the governors. They're going to be blamed for these things, man. Okay? They ain't going to blame the, you know, the coof. All right? Because people already see through this, man. All right? So they getting ready to rise up against these different politicians.
And invading one another. They shall not regard the kings nor princes.
Which the kings and the princes represent the politicians and the law enforcement, man. They ain't going to have no regard for them. Okay? We don't care what the mayor is saying. We don't care what the board of supervisors is saying. We don't care what the governor is saying. Okay? We don't care what the president is saying. Well, you got that that chant that's going around. You know, let's go Brandon. You know, or F Joe Biden. You know, the two are interchangeable. Okay? They don't care about these politicians, man. Okay, they're done with these politicians. They ain't gonna care what rules they set in place. It's gonna be every man for himself, man. Because the government ain't here to help you. All right, that's one thing these people are gonna learn without a shadow of a doubt. Keep going.
And the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Why? Because there ain't gonna be no cops here. All right. All out chaos is getting ready to ensue in these major cities, man. Okay, and other parts of the country. They ain't just these major cities that's going to break down. The whole country's going to collapse, man. Okay, keep going.
A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, they're going to shut these cities down. Which you seen a glimpse of that when this whole pandemic first started. Yeah. You know, certain place you couldn't go to. You was on a shelter in place. Keep going.
It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be trouble.
Yeah, who's bringing that trouble? Yahweh. Okay, so because of your pride, you're going to be troubled. The Most High is going to bring plagues to your dwelling. Okay, the city you live in, the country you live in. All right, keep going.
The houses shall be destroyed.
Yeah, your house is going to be destroyed because people are going to run up in it. Okay, keep going.
And men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. How you going to have pity on him when your stomach rumbling too, man?
Yep.
Okay, it's either you or your neighbor. All right.
But
now, are you willing to put your life on the line for your neighbor and his family? Oh man, I'm gonna die. You know, it's all good. You know, you was a good friend. Yeah, he ain't gonna do that, man. Okay, and you might have it in your mind. It's not gonna come to that, or I won't go after my neighbor. But hey, look, man. All things change when your stomach is rumbling. You ain't ate in a few days, man. Okay, you gonna say the hell with my neighbor, man. Well, he got food.
You gotta watch Squid Games.
Yeah,
you gotta watch Squid Games. You'll see they ain't give a shit. It's life and death. You know, your buddy. You know, you gotta put this guy to death.
Yeah, it's either him or you, man. Him and his family, or you and your family, man. And then you're gonna know, oh, he got extra food. He can spare some. He showed me that whole, he showed me his whole bunker, man. He showed me where he keeps his food. He got food to spare. He gonna tell me no. You know, then what he gonna do? He gonna rouse up, some other people. He gonna spill the beans.
Yeah, they gonna come in.
He gonna, yeah, man, this dude, You got all kind of food, man. You know, you got 10 years worth. Let's go get him. He don't want to share. You know, they gonna ransack your house, man.
They gonna break it.
Okay.
They gonna break your shit open.
And they gonna put you to death.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
And either way, man, if you don't give it to them, they're gonna jack you up. If you give it to them, that's even worse, man. Okay, some random people come up to you, they want to lodge with you. You say no. They're gonna be staking out your compound, man. They're gonna know you got food, and they still gonna run inside your stuff. All right. Keep going.
But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Read that again.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. So they could be, close friends, man. You didn't borrow his lawnmower, his weed whacker. You had barbecues together. He came to your house. You went to his house. You had Christmas dinner with each other. That same individual's going to run in your house, man. Okay?
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
Shall destroy their houses with the sword. So he's going to run in your house with the gun. Okay? He's going to ransack it. Whatever he can find, he's going to take it from you. All right? He's going to put you to death, too. Keep going.
And spoil their goods. Because of the lack of bread.
Because of the lack of bread. And you see this getting ready to take place, man, because the supply chain is breaking down. Okay? What are these people going to do when they can't eat? Okay? Nobody has gardens in these cities, man. And if they do have gardens, it's not enough to sustain a big population.
Right. It's going to get ransacked. You got a garden. They're going to jump over your fence. They're going to take your shit.
Yep. Now you through. Now you got to go ransack your neighbor's stuff, man. Okay? Just as we read in Matthew, okay, because iniquity shall abound and love of many shall wax cold. These are the times that we're in. Keep going.
It says, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
And that's what's coming to the earth, man. Great tribulation. We, just ran through a whole bunch of news articles and news clips to show you that that's what's coming to the earth, man. These are the times that we're in. Okay, all our hell is getting ready to break loose, man. You're going to have famine. You're going to have economic collapse. Okay, and, a lot of these major cities, the police force is dwindling.
Yeah.
Okay, the stores are closing down. So that, gives you less places to go and actually buy food. Okay, which is just going to exacerbate the entire situation, man. And the reason why these things are happening is because these are the plagues that Yahweh Shai prophesied about, man. Okay, and after all this is said and done, the Most High is going to wipe America from off the face of the earth. You got any closing words?
America's done.
Done. Hey, so with that, we hope this lesson was edifying. We want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. And Shalom, to all you brothers. It's on the comment board. And, peace and salutations to the elect.
Shalom.
Shalom.